It's that time again, Jeremy. And there is an and. It is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you lovely dads out there. Happy Father's Day to the mothers that play the fathers as well in the role. I know I did growing up, raising my kid.
I was my own mom and my own dad. I played both.
Growing up, I'm just kidding.
I was my own imaginary friend as well. Don't tell my imaginary
what
friend.
I meant was I played the mom role and the dad role in my son's life. So happy Father's Day to me, and happy Father's Day to you, and happy Father's Day to everyone at home. Welcome to our weekly Sunday live. If this is your first live, welcome. Jeremy typically likes to start the live off with a song. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that you're not wearing a hat right now, though.
It is kind of weird. Do you want to go get me one?
Would you like one?
This is looking a little rough.
All right, I'll go get you one.
This is looking like Otter Creek's wastewater, or no, drinking water. Well, same thing. Sing with me if you know this one. Russ, the sus. Remember when he was creeping on all of us? Guess what? Nobody has seen him creeping around town anymore. Did you know that? Did you know he actually... We called him out on his creeping, and guess what he stopped doing?
He stopped creeping.
We're still singing about it, though. It's legendary.
Let's just say it's
Russ,
reduced.
the sus, he's creeping on us. Russ, the sus, he's creeping on us. I said, Russ, the sus, he's creeping on us. He was creeping
Welcome,
on
John.
us.
John Morrison and Karen Mayfield, welcome.
Russ, the sus, he was stealing from us. I said, Russ, the sus, he was stealing from all of us. Russ, the sus, stealing from all of us. He was stealing from us.
No way.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
Cheryl World, welcome.
There is not corrupt. Russ,
He is not.
He is corrupt. Russ, the sus, he's so corrupt. Russ, the sus, he's so corrupt. He's so corrupt. Russ, the sus, the mayor we didn't trust. Russ, the sus, the mayor we didn't trust.
Not from
Russ,
day one.
Trust. Mayor we didn't trust. The mayor we don't trust. Russ, the sus, looks so good in cuffs. Russ, the sus, he's gonna look so good in cuffs. I said, Russ, the sus, he's gonna look so good in cuffs. He'll look so good in cuffs.
I may have some cuffs up in my she shed.
I almost thought you were gonna say bedroom. Mary, math is scary. I said, Mary, math is scary. Mary, math is scary. Math is scary. Mary, mail is scary. I said, Mary
Dale, thank you for the full 150.
Mail is scary.
Thomas
The
Clever, thank you
mail
for the 2.
is scary.
See, you're not the only one that comes up with nicknames.
Jail's gonna be scary.
Mary's good at coming up with
gonna
nicknames
scary.
too for the people.
Jail's gonna be scary. Oh, jail's gonna be scary.
Well, I wonder what her list of nicknames for the jailmates will be.
I don't know. Considering she made all the nicknames up for everybody in the town.
She probably called us the YouTubers.
No, TikTokers.
We were the TikTokers.
Don the con with the brain of a pecan.
Cheryl's
Don
World,
the con with the brain of a pecan.
I love pecans.
Don the con with the brain of a pecan. With the brain of a pecan.
Michelle Ratliff, thank you for the 20.
Don the con. You ever see some of the faces Don makes?
He makes a lot of odd faces.
He looks like he's on the John. I said Don the con. Looks like he's on the John.
Lynette
Don
Rower,
the
thank
con.
you for the 5.
Looks like he's on the John. He looks like he's on the John.
LeBon, thank you so much for the 220 Canadian from Montreal.
Don the con. He be lying. Don the con. He be lying. Don the con.
Robin,
he
thank
be
you
lying.
for the 20.
He be lying.
Yay. Confusion. Helen Gale, thank you for the 330. New Zealand.
Otter Creek, what a week. I said Otter Creek, what a hails of a week.
Every week.
Otter Creek, what a hails of a week.
Shane
what
Cook.
a hail.
Thank you, Shane Cook. Karen D, thank you for the $5. Yeah, hit them high notes. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
When's my Otter Creek album coming out?
We did not see that coming when we decided to move to Otter Creek.
We should probably back up a little bit and tell everybody, because everybody keeps wanting to know why Otter Creek? Why?
Thank you for the 2, Patricia Barnes.
And then we need to talk about this week in Otter Creek, because it has been,
goodness.
just mind-blowing. I just plot twist after plot twist, and the thing is,
you can't make this stuff up.
Apparently Mary
Can't.
signed all of her emails that way. All these 6,000 emails all say you can't make this stuff up.
Oh.
I wonder if she still thinks that, because she was the one making up the lies.
So she probably gave us the names of the YouTubers or the TikTokers. She
might have called us yin and yang.
She came up with Turtle Lady.
We don't know yet.
She came up with Turtle Lady, so I wonder what Turtle Lady thinks of that.
She is the one that actually coined Turtle Lady. Mm-hmm. Yes.
We know they're watching because they stalk us.
Yes.
So I wonder what Turtle Lady thinks of that.
Well, what do you feel? How do you feel again?
Thank you so much.
You know, Turtle Lady keeps saying that she kicked you off of her property. Do you wanna just take a moment to address this?
I'm not sure why she keeps saying that. And then she'll say, I'm not a liar, I'm always telling the truth. But in reality, I removed myself because I couldn't stand listening to her talk. If you're on her Otter Creek Facebook group, you see the long rants that she posts, and it just goes on and on and on, on and on and on. You lose brain cells because she doesn't use punctuation and poor grammar, and it just doesn't make any sense reading it.
So she never kicked you off the property?
Never kicked me off the property. I removed myself because I got tired of hearing her talk about all her problems, on how nothing is her fault and everything is John's fault, and she's no money. She's a victim, and she's
John
broke.
To die.
She's
broke.
She has
this
no
is how
money
she's
to
trying
feed
to fundraise
herself,
from us.
and I'm like,
I can't
feed
ourselves.
I can't take this anymore.
But you got turtles you're feeding. You can't feed yourself, but you're bringing in turtles that are dying.
So I ended up going there because she wanted to donate breads to the animals, which I didn't feed my animals the bread because the bread had a ton of mold on it. It went straight to the burn pile. So I took it out of kindness. And then I was like, I'm not feeding this to my animals. They're going to end up getting some type of respiratory infection by eating moldy bread.
That's and what maybe all some her type of get.
Maybe some type of metabolic life-threatening disorder if I fed them the bread.
Yeah, all her animals get that too.
So to make it clear for those of you who are on her page, she never kicked me off of her.
She never once said.
I removed myself.
She never once said get
because
off my
she was
property.
giving me anxiety just listening to her.
You're saying she never once said get off my property.
Never.
She never alluded to removing yourself from the property.
Ever. She kept talking, and I had to walk backwards
and you're going.
Myself.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in that position so many times.
I have a lot going on today. You have a lot on your plate, and I dismissed myself.
The woman does not understand social interactions whatsoever. You literally show up, and it's this fake crying of, I can't pay my bills.
Never met
I want John to die.
I've never met someone that cries with no tears. That's how you know
she wants her ex-husband to die, but she married him, and she got divorced within 90 days.
She wants him out of her life.
Because they wanted their benefits that they were going to get wrong.
It's pretty sad.
They were losing because they were married. I was just ridiculous. The freaking bold-faced lie of she kicked you off of the property is just insane.
But she doesn't know she's helping the defamation case.
Yeah,
so keep ranting.
Everything she literally keeps saying. Yeah, thank you. Keep posting, Lynette. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Keep posting, Lynette. Thank you. Thank you. We look forward to getting you removed forever.
Nails sent $2, says Don reminded me of Captain Kangaroo. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, but Captain Kangaroo actually had brains.
He did. He's
he is not corrupt.
Stay Sunbury just became a member. Welcome. So much to talk about this evening, and we're gonna try and do
you think
an auction.
Do you think Russell and Mary are corrupt yet? He is not corrupt.
A lot of people don't understand the definition of corrupt, right? They think corrupt means someone is doing some big criminal, right? Some big crime, or
what they were doing was criminal and a crime.
Or some type of
what, you got to steal $1 million to be corrupt? 990,
right? Like there's a threshold to become corrupt.
100,000 is not enough.
So the definition, and the mayor even said it in the last minute. In the last meeting was the definition of corrupt is someone that is not honest. And what else? How did she word it? Do you remember?
Go back and watch the video. I don't want to.
Christopher
I don't
Brown,
want
thank
to.
you so
I don't
much
want
for the
to
two.
misquote Madam Mayor, but man, she put him in his place.
Darren says, "Happy Father's Day." Thank you, Darren.
One of the things that annoyed me most about Don in that meeting is,
thank you, Wendy.
She Madam Mayor Therese literally leans over and goes, "Are you talking over me?" And he goes, "No. If you want to interpret it that way, then I guess you're going to interpret it that way."
Thank you so much for the 5.
As he's literally talking over her, like how connish can you be?
I often question, does his wife watch the videos? Like, what does she think when she sees her?
We were just asking each other tonight.
Thank you so much for
what do you think Don's wife and family thinks of him in all of this?
Yeah.
When we were asking,
Carrie,
what do you think? What do you
5.
think Russ's wife and family think of all of this?
Like, are they blinded by it too, or are they in shock?
Like,
Crafty
at some
Jen,
point,
thank you so much. For
at
the
some
5.
point, you can't go, they're innocent. I mean, you have
Deborah, welcome.
You have all the information. You have the Attorney General is now on it. I mean, at what point are you going to go, holy crap,
cow, I voted for these people?
I voted for these people. Wait, but they're not corrupt.
Carl, thank you so much for the 5.
What do you think is going to happen when the residents see all these emails?
They're all going to be educated the way Don wanted to be educated.
Well, I look forward to
Joe,
being educated in
5.
things of the past. Well, Don, you're the one that always says, we didn't do it that way. I thought you were the professor of the things of the past, which means he's conning us.
Sue Taylor just became a member when he's like, do you think we've all been duped?
No, we've literally been sharing it for a year. We started sharing it when we first moved.
You know, another thing that I question when I watch these town hall meetings is, has Don ever read the town ordinances?
I doubt it.
Has he ever taken the time to read the ordinances?
So here's the thing. When I first got there, I records requested the ordinances, which Mary never gave me. I got them on my own. And I actually got them from another council member. So Mary's still guilty for not providing me the ordinances 3 years ago when I got there. And I got them from Captain Dan. I took those to Captain Dan. I took them to Chiefland Print Shop. I had them PDF filed, the entire thing, everything. And then the very first thing I did was make sure anybody who wanted those ordinances, the bylaws, got them. And so I have them. I'm the one that actually digitized them, paid for it out of my pocket, and gave it to anybody who wanted it. And so I know of just a couple of people who have actually read them. Myself, Madam Mayor Therese, her husband, Brett. That's all I know who's actually read them. But it was me who actually got them. Mary did not give them, which was illegal. And I got them later from Captain Dan, digitized them all, and then made sure that they were there for the public. Because town hall is public. All the information is public.
Yes, it is. It is. And a lot of people don't realize that too. And so another thing that shocked me watching these town hall meetings was, especially this last one, Don always agreed to pay the bills, kinda, sorta, and had no idea that the phone lines were $500+ a month. Like, if you agree to pay the bills, how come you didn't know that the town was paying over $500 for only 2 cell lines?
And then he abstains from paying the bills with Therese.
With the new mayor.
And she gave him a list of the bills that they currently have that they have found in the dump of the office that Mary created. Like, Mary's life is a dump. And so that entire office.
So disorganized.
Oh, my goodness. What a mess.
You don't even have to go into the office to see how disorganized. You could see it right on the surface of her desk. You could
not see the desk. Nobody knew what the color of the top of the desk was. And now you can see it. Now, I happen to know that because I asked, and that's the way you get answers.
We don't know, Shane.
You ask questions, and everything in town hall is public information. That what they did is they took everything on the desk and they put it in boxes and went, okay, we're going to have to sort it later. So we actually can work. You know, you can't work in an environment like that. And obviously no work was being done. They were paying 60 hours a week, 3 people, $4,000 a month to do the job that a professional bookkeeper has told you, which, by the way, Belinda is a professional. She was over, I'm pretty sure it was 6 offices. If anybody in the chat knows, Belinda worked for one of the best lawyers in the area, and she was bookkeeping over all the offices. Belinda just comes in there and gets the job done. I mean,
so she was able to take off running, not knowing.
Easy, because that's what she does.
Yeah.
She's a professional. She was over 6 offices. It might have been 8. It was 6 or was it 8?
Mary Loves Jeremy just sent $2.
Perfect. 6 offices or 8, but that's what she did. And her professional assessment, I've said this from the very beginning, that job is a less than 10-hour a week job. It may get a little bit heavier when you have to do utility bills, the water bills, but other than that, that job is a less than 10-hour of the week job. I've said that from the very moment I've gone in there and I went, this is insanity.
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that whoever they hire full-time, it's going to be reduced down to 10. That's not what she meant. She meant that if you were to just focus and you knew how to multitask, you can easily get it done within 10 hours in a week. So whoever they hire will still get the 20-hour a week position, correct?
I have no idea what the plan is. So I don't know what that plan is. That would be that I would assume that would come out with the job posting, but I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But even if you're still paying 20 hours a week, you can always find something. You can clean the bathroom. You can paint the outside of the building.
Organized. I mean, yeah. Jennifer, thank you so much for the $1.50 super sticker.
So they were paying 60 hours a week for 3 people, and all they did was leave a bigger mess than ever. Like it's mind-boggling. That's corrupt. That's theft. That's theft of the people's money.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Of her not being able to multitask and do the job that she was hired to do.
Was she doing anything other than witch hunts? According to our mayor, we saw nicknames. We saw witch hunts, emails back and forth with I assume it's going to be the lawyer, probably Russell, probably Don. I haven't seen those emails yet. Okay, so I've not done a public request for those emails because the ladies are cleaning up the mess that was left behind. And what Belinda is telling you,
Betsy, thank you.
If the office is presentable and in
Melody.
A working order, in a working environment, less than 10 hours a week. Now, obviously, they have to clean up this dump, but that Mary left behind and Norma and Angela. But it's just mind blowing. It's literally mind blowing that Mary spent all this time in these inappropriate emails instead of actually doing her job.
Right.
And who paid for it? We did.
The town did. Deborah Ferguson, thank you so much for the 3. So they're it's safe to assume that because it doesn't sound like they're very good at managing finances, that they're the reason why the town is in financial distress.
Oh, you put Russell Meeks in there, who has had 2 bankruptcies, okay, so he was a plumber. All right, he had his own business. He was a plumber. 2 bankruptcies. That's poor stewardship of finances.
Diana, thank you for the 2.
How in the world do you put somebody in charge of all the town finances?
Thank you for the 5.
Who can't manage his own? I mean, that's like voters. That's the most foolish thing in the world. Most foolish thing in the world. You don't put somebody in there, and some of you are going, "Oh, Jeremy,
thank you, Ashley.
You're too harsh, Jeremy. We don't know what happened in his life." Okay. Find somebody who has actually overcome those issues in their life that know how to actually be a financial steward and put them in charge. That's all you got to do.
They're saying there's static in the mic. Let's see if we can adjust that real quick.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. I switched up. Let's see if that helps. Poomfist, thank you so much for the 2.
So I'm not sure how or why in the world they ever put Russell in charge of the town finances.
Full Throttle, thank you so much for the 11.
You weren't there. I was there in person.
Captain Tiger, welcome.
You watched the videos. What was the most mind-blowing thing?
Watch it live, and this was their first time ever using the speaker, and the microphone. And so there was a little bit of an echo. So I had to watch it a couple times just to kind of pick up on a lot of the things that I didn't here. Jody Chance, thank you so much for the $10. Aunt Patty, thank you so much for the 2. And so I know that the whole microphone thing is a
Town
work
Hall
in
had microphone issues, and now we have microphone issues.
Yeah. So the echo. So hopefully by next town hall meeting, that issue will be fixed for them. Dennis, thank you so much for the 5. So for me, it was, oh my gosh, is Don going on and on again? And then Madam Mayor putting him in his place.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, go Therese.
My favorite quote.
Luna Stories, thank
I
you
may
so
have
much
never
for the
sat on a board before, but I don't sit. I do.
I do the research. I educate myself, and I was
like, that's my mayor.
So that's what made me question whether Don has ever read the ordinances or
I'm
ever
sure he
seen
hasn't.
any of the bills, or has ever taken the time to read any reports that were provided.
But you have to understand as well. So they haven't read their own ordinances, and you go, who's in charge of code enforcement? It's not the county. It is the town of Otter Creek. They're just not doing it. And that's corrupt. That's illegal. Their ordinances, their laws that govern them say that they have to do it. They refuse to do it because if they did it, they would have to clean up their own places. That's corrupt. That's corrupt.
Thank you,
so
Mary
they can be
Ann.
sued for not doing what's in their ordinances, which they should be doing.
Thank you, Philip White.
Same thing with the animals. And you heard it in this last meeting. Well, we can't afford somebody to take care of the animals. Okay. Then it needs to be removed from your actual bylaws and ordinances. Because if you can't do it, you're supposed to be doing it. And if you're not doing it, somebody such as me,
Danielle,
you start
Owen,
stealing from me,
2.
you upset me, and I go, all right, let's find out everything illegal you're doing.
Ronald,
And
thank you for the 3.
It's illegal what they are doing, and it's illegal what they weren't doing, but were supposed to be doing. So now you go, well, you got a lawsuit for this, you can have a lawsuit for this, you can have a lawsuit for this. If you can't do it, get it out of your ordinances immediately. But they didn't want to do it. They didn't even know what their ordinances are.
Right. If you haven't studied the ordinance, how would you even know that it's in there or not in there, or the resolutions, right?
They know nothing. They literally know nothing. They come in there to go, all right, let's pay the bills.
Yeah. So
that water's so good.
Under that type of administration leadership, you're going to end up killing the town. It's not going to ever thrive with that mentality. So you don't have to be bigger to be better, but there are other ways to thrive in a small town like that.
Small business. The way to thrive in a small business or in a small town is to generate small businesses, which generates taxes, which generates revenue for the town. You want to encourage small business. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
But what did the old regime want to do? They want to push everybody out and go, we want to have our dump.
Soup Freak. That was Larry Watson's son, Charlie.
And they go, our dump. At one point, Don goes, it's
Leander,
freedom.
Welcome.
I can put whatever I want on my property. It's freedom. No, you can't. You cannot do that on your own property. You could do that if you go over to a third world country that gives you the freedom to do that. You don't have the freedom here in the United States of America. You don't have the freedom in Florida. Now there's people out there going, oh, Jeremy, yes, I do. It's my property. No, you don't. There's laws that govern that. And if you're going to live in the United States of America, you're going to live in that state of Florida, you're going to have to follow the laws. Now, who's in charge of following those laws or enforcing those laws? It fell on the town. The town did nothing. That's why they're corrupt. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They can be sued. Russell, Laura Mott, Don the Con. The list can go on and on. All of them can be sued because they did nothing. And as you saw when we came into the town, originally when we came in, our place was being used as the local dump.
Serger, thank you so much for the 2.
So why didn't the town do anything? And our cell tower manager told us that they had gone to the town, they'd gone to the sheriff, they'd gone to everybody, and nobody did anything except for us.
Rach, thank you so much. James Miles, thank you. So one of the things that I wanted to point out, and that the mayor, when they did the roll call, guess who wasn't there at town meeting?
Russ the sus.
Not only was he not there at the town meeting, but he no called, no showed. He didn't bother to message anyone. He didn't bother to answer any texts. He didn't bother to answer any emails. He just went ghost.
The sus. He wasn't there with us. I said Russ.
He
the
ghosted
sus.
the
He
town.
wasn't there with us. I said Russ the sus. He wasn't there with us. He wasn't there
Kim
with
Boris,
us.
welcome. He wasn't being helpful, purposely ignoring everyone. Now, if that's not sus and corrupt, I don't know what else is.
He's Sava.
Is he sitting like this in the corner pouting because
He's sabotaging the town.
Yeah.
He's literally
that just makes
sabotaging
his name, Russ the Sus.
He's sabotaging the town and
it's pretty
the
sad.
new leadership. And
Yeah.
how pathetic and how sad is that?
It's very, very sad.
You run for the office. You tell the people, you are the person that should represent them. And then when you don't get the actual mayorship, you sabotage. It's a
bad look on you, Russ. You should be ashamed.
Sabotage the people who voted for you.
Yeah.
How horrible of a
gosh.
person do you have
Which
to
makes
be?
me wonder, the people that did vote for him, like, what are you guys thinking now?
I would love to hold another election right now, like tomorrow, and see if those same people would vote for him. I'd love to see what knowing that the attorney general is involved now. I think the state attorney is involved now. I think so much is going on. Wednesday, I have to give testimony against Mary, and so that's in court on Wednesday, and I give testimony against her battery charge against me.
Tanya, thank you for the $5 super sticker.
Like these people are going to be seriously held accountable, and you have people such as Laura Mott. Now, you saw Laura Mott at one meeting a few months ago who started opening her mouth, and I told her, listen, the smartest thing you can do is be quiet. Shut your mouth. She actually took that advice. I'm sure she's still talking behind my back, and she's actually kept her mouth shut. Smartest thing she could do. I've said this again and again. The smartest thing Lynette could do is keep her mouth shut. What does she do? She just throws more onto the defamation case.
Oh, my goodness. And
just
then
keep on going.
More
keep on going. Keep on going, Lynette.
It
keep
makes
on
you
going.
look like a fool. Sorry,
you just look like the biggest fool in the world.
And so many people come to us and they're like, wow, the spotlight of Otter Creek page is so much more positive than Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors or whatever her page is called. They're like, what a different atmosphere. And they complain about how negative it is. And they're only on there for the entertainment factor.
Because I'll tell you what, she's definitely...
Nothing that's posted on that page.
It's like a car wreck.
Will help
it's
the
like
town.
A car wreck. You watch her, you're like, you can't look away. She's such a wreck. And you're literally watching her sink her own ship. Yeah, you're watching her sink her own ship over, which she has done everywhere she has lived. She's destroyed relationships everywhere she's lived, which is why she's bounced all around.
And has multiple aliases.
And oh my goodness, so many aliases. It's insanity.
So there's nothing on that page that is supposed to help grow the town. Ever.
Is there a pole on that page? Is there a 2-inch pole on that page? I mean, she knows a lot about fire hydrants, so she says. So I just thought maybe there was a firefighter pole on that page that she might be using. Maybe 2-inch fire pole. Maybe.
So who else finds it odd that one of the local residents saw Russ the Sus with the wagon full of paperwork drive in the complete opposite direction than Mary's house when he said it was Mary's personal items?
And odder, even since it is odder, Don, I'm using that word too, so go figure.
Well, he stole it from us, technically.
Yeah, Don, why don't you stop stealing my thunder?
Thunder stealer.
Yeah, I know you're watching the videos because you're using my words. So I find it even odder that Russ the Sus, who creeps slowly all over the town, is speeding and flying through the town.
A lot of people think that he took that wagon full of paperwork and went straight to the dump.
Yep, a lot of people think
to destroy evidence. If that's not sus,
we have no proof yet. We have proof on a lot of other things. We do not have proof of where those items went. A lot of people want to know where is it? What was it? Why isn't Richard talking?
Why isn't Richard saying something?
Well, he'll be subpoenaed in court, and then he'll have to talk. So it's not like I can force people to say these things.
Yeah.
I can report it and I can video it. I mean, we know what's going on the entire time. We've shared all of this with you. And I think there were some viewers that were going, all right, let me just sit back. You know, Jeremy's filming this and he's saying it, but is it real? And many of you are thinking, is it real? Could it be real? Like, this doesn't happen anymore, does it?
Frank Chapman, thank you for the 10.
It's more real than you have ever imagined. I promise you are going to see more twists and more turns than you ever even imagined.
I wonder if it's my fist that's causing the static, like when I fist pump and it's rubbing against the mic.
Probably don't do it.
All right, the mic's going, you guys. Can you switch the settings, or you want me to?
For what?
Like what we did, because whatever I did before worked.
I don't know what you did before.
All right, well, you just keep talking and I'll do it.
Well, if I keep talking, you're turning the mics off.
No, there's a built-in mic.
So everybody wants to know
what was in the back of the truck. We don't know.
Don't
know. And is Richard going to talk? Don't know that either. People say, Jeremy, will you run for council? I have no desire to run for council. None. Our desire was to come in. We looked at the map of Florida and went, where are the major cities? We looked at Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, and went, where's the middle? And we went, boom, right here. And we ended up in an area called Cedar Key. And on the way to Cedar Key is Otter Creek. We looked at properties. We looked at properties with over 50 acres in Cedar Key and Otter Creek. We went to Otter Creek because Otter Creek was the only one that had cell signal.
Yes. The cell signal in Cedar Key was very, horrible. very poor.
So because of what we do, we sell online, we create videos. We had to have cell connection.
Yeah. So that was a selling point, to be able to have internet access for our businesses.
So when we came to Otter Creek, we didn't know what a mess it was. No clue whatsoever.
We definitely fell in love with the property. Not so much the existing house on there, but we fell in love with the property. We fell in love that the creek ran in the back of the property. And we definitely, the perk of having an actual cell tower on the property was helpful. And then not only that, once that contract is up, that cell tower will make an additional stream of income for the business. So who else thinks it's odd that the town had to hire an additional attorney to do the lawsuit versus the existing attorney that they have now?
Oh, I do.
Like, what does that tell you, that the attorney that they hired to represent Otter Creek said, I'm going to take care of this, did the digging, and then realized, oh, wait, I can't take care of this. We need to shift it over to another attorney. That's how I'm looking at it.
Refusing to represent them.
Because why? Because they probably are not organized and it does not exist, what you're looking for.
That, or he knows he won't get paid. So bills haven't been paid in 2 weeks. Who knows? Who knows if he's been paid or not?
Yeah, that's true.
So that, or we already saw he doesn't show up for the actual town hall meetings. We've seen him at one.
You showed up to one.
So do you actually think he's going to show up and represent them in court? No.
Highly unlikely.
It's just wild. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
So a lot of other people are questioning if it was a conflict of interest that Russ himself installed the water pumps.
Huge.
You know, was he the mayor paying himself as a contractor?
Well, I think that's all going to be found out as the continued search. And there has been, I mean, we've been begging for an audit. Our fan base, you guys all contacted the Attorney General's office. You literally called so much, you shut down their entire system. You also did that. You did that for the governor, the Attorney General. You shut down both offices with their phone systems. Like, that was serious. The Otter Creek is on their agenda.
The radar, yeah.
They can't ignore it. So when Don goes, I think we should have a forensic audit. You think, Don? What do you think we've been? I mean, you've been watching the videos. All of a sudden, you think there should be a forensic audit. You think I haven't been saying that from the very beginning? This whole place needs to be audited. Oh, now Don thinks in defense, or as
Big Tuna, thank you for the 20. The answer is no.
And it's not even defense of me as he's fighting with me. We need to have a forensic audit. I'm sitting there going,
Bring it.
Duh.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is not corrupt.
So
have we all been duped? No, we haven't all been duped, Don the Dumb.
Do you think
I've been creating how many videos of this?
Do you think that Don, at the last meeting, do you think that Don was given more than an ounce of corruption?
According to Madam Mayor, it was boxes.
It was more than an ounce.
Boxes.
There was boxes, not to mention the boxes of corruption, but the emails. The emails that were accidentally forgot to be deleted. Wow. So do you think he's still blinded to the corruption, or is he just like,
He kept saying, is that an accusation? Yeah, it's an accusation. No, it's stating facts. Are you making an accusation? That's what he's saying to me over the table at the
well, every
town
time
hall
we
meeting.
put the camera on him, he's like, can I help you?
Can I help you?
You know, we found
Where do you live?
we found some lens cleaner in the last storage unit we bought. I think I want to donate it to Don so that he can clean his lenses.
Would you donate a dog leash for him as well?
I
His
don't
dog
think he'll ever use
literally lays in the middle of the road. He's endangering the animal and endangering the people driving.
Well, and that's what they're used to. So
I don't care what they're used to. I care what's right.
Yeah, it's wrong, and it is a danger to the animals. But he obviously doesn't care that much if something were to happen.
Somebody's just gonna have to go by, pick up the dog, and take it to the pound, and be like, "All right, this is done."
Mm-hmm.
Like this is ridiculous.
Christopher Brown says, "I motion for the ultrasound." Did you post something about the ultrasound?
Did I post it? I
Yeah.
talked about it in a video at Town
okay.
Hall, but we haven't shared that yet. There's 13,020 people on the live stream right now.
Thank you, Christopher Brown.
I'm curious.
Daryl Howell, thank you
what
so much.
shocked
for the
you
20.
all most? What shocked you all most from the town hall meeting? This was the longest town hall meeting I've ever been a part of.
Yes.
It was an hour and a half.
Yes.
And
usually Russ cuts it off in 20 minutes.
you say anything Russell doesn't like, and
He
I
adjourns the meeting.
motion for adjournment,
Yeah.
which that didn't happen this time. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
So some shocking things for me. Number one, I actually called George and I was like, I don't think he'll show. Because the week before I challenged him to resign. Now, keep in mind, he has not officially resigned. He didn't communicate with anybody. He should have officially resigned. He should have communicated with everybody. He did not help the transition of the bank accounts.
Which means if their checks to pay the bills need 2 signers, no one in that current administration can pay the bills because they don't have 2 official signers to sign the check, which means the bills have not been paid.
Which hopefully they've got that fixed by now. But that being
prior
said,
to the town meeting, bills
weren't paid.
Yeah. Just because they agreed for it to be paid doesn't mean it got paid. You still need 2 signers on the check to write the check.
Which blows my mind because the meetings before we had a meeting.
Kathy Martinez, thank you for the 20.
That Russell called illegally with only 24 hours notice.
Thank you, Darlene.
And he asked for a motion to pay the bills. And what did he do?
Brian E.
Nothing.
Thank you so much. He
Nothing.
didn't even have the bills. I think he said because
how could you find them?
Gail looked through her paperwork. She's like, I don't see the bills. He's like, well, the reason why I don't have the bills is because we don't have a clerk.
Ain't no clerk, ain't no show.
So why even go over that?
Can this place be real? I mean, I'm living it and I'm asking the question, can this place be real?
There's something in the water.
There's
definitely something in the water.
Here's the other thing. You have the most beautiful people in the world there. You have the most beautiful people in the world there.
Yes.
And then you have this minute percentage of the dumbest, incompetent, ignorant.
It's more of a smaller amount.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. But you have precious families.
Survivor Bear, thank you so much for the super sticker.
I mean, I'm going to name some that you've
Welcome
seen.
to Hale.
You've seen Belinda and Doug this week. They are so precious.
They've lived in Otter Creek for 30
years. Beautiful property.
Yeah. I haven't seen their property, but I heard it's nice.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Well, unfortunately, I have to go by the boat with the trees in it to get there. But I just imagine being Doug and Belinda. How do I get to your place? You know that know where that boat with the trees in it is? Yeah, everybody knows where that is. That's where everybody goes and takes pictures. Go over there, take a picture, and then keep on going.
Oh my God, it's not even that nice.
It's horrible.
It's
like,
covered. It's covered by Mother Nature.
It's not my property, but I want to go over there with the tractor and pick it up with a brush rake just for Belinda and Doug, so they don't have to drive by.
Is it on private property?
Well, I would assume all property is private property unless it's a public park.
Because they made it sound like it belongs to the town and it's a planter.
That is not a planter. That's garbage pitched on the side of the road.
Crafty Jen says Otter Creek's the Twilight Zone. Thank you.
So
Crafty
you got
Jen,
Belinda and Doug, beautiful, beautiful people. You've seen the Osteens. You saw Mimi Osteen.
William, thank you for
Keep in mind, Mimi's brother
lived there for almost
forever.
30 years.
So Mimi's brother, Frankie Jr., is the one that passed away on our property, the old church property, and we've shown that and we've told them,
The memorial.
whatever you want to do
left.
for a memorial, you guys feel free at it. Mimi's dad, Frank, used to be the fire chief. He was running the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, these are people that love the people of the community and the town, like precious, precious people. You've got to see them this week. You got to see. Look at the entirety of the town hall. You got to see Carl Hughes. That's a former military and veteran. And
thank you, Jam, for the 2.
I loved it. I loved it when Carl recognized that. Oh, this place is not okay.
Yes.
This is not okay. You know, I'm not saying Carl saw it this way in his mind, but Carl fighting for people's rights in the military, okay? Fighting for the rights and freedoms, and then to see corruption, and then to go up to Don and go, I'm running for your seat.
I'm coming for your seat.
And I'm like, yes! Yes!
Yeah, that's my neighbor.
Like, that's my neighbor. That's my mayor. That's my neighbor. Like, yes. And, you know, people standing up to realize it's not right and correcting it.
Yeah.
And so many good things happening in that
You've
meeting.
met Gail, super sweetheart. And I think
Gail's one of our neighbors.
She's in shock of what she's learning because previous administration, they didn't communicate with her. So she's just like, I think she's just sitting back and observing it all. That's what I would have done.
It's a lot
just
to take
sit
in.
back and observe and kind of listen because again, nothing was ever communicated appropriately to her. So a lot of people are like, well, she doesn't say much. That's okay. She doesn't have to. She can sit back and observe everything that's going on because again, they didn't communicate a whole lot to her. So what she's learning is all new.
You've got the Hudson girls that they've seen as well.
Gail definitely wants to see the town improve and to thrive as well.
Hudson girls that
yes,
boy,
thank you, Aunt Patty.
They're firecrackers, but they're sweet firecrackers.
Yeah.
So you know you've got them.
Mm-hmm.
Their daddy and their dad is the one that started it all because they cared about.
He was
people.
on the very first council in Otter Creek, and I think he was also nominated the mayor, the same one.
They cared about people. That's the difference between Russell, who cared about himself, and their daddy, who cared about the townspeople.
Chris, thank you so much for the.
You know, and if you look back at some of the town hall meetings that we've shared. You've got Darlene, who is going to Russell. Where's the $500 for Christmas?
You for the 5.
You guys remember all this? And I told Darlene, I was like, listen, we'll do Christmas. Me and you, we'll do Christmas. We'll figure this all out. We'll plan it. We'll do Christmas for Otter Creek. And we will. We're going to do that. We'll invite you to be a part of that. We don't want to give all the details out yet because we're still in the summer. Let's wait till the fall, then we'll give you the details. But you got Darlene who's asking Russell, where's the $500 in the budget every year? I think we found it. $500 for 2 phones? $4,000 for 3 people.
That's crazy.
60 hours a week and a 10-hour a week or less job.
If I remember correctly, in that particular meeting when Darlene asked about the Christmas parties and why they no longer have them in town in Otter Creek, Russ says, does anyone want to give all snooty? Like he goes, does anyone want to give Darlene 500? Stewart said no. I'm pretty sure I heard him say no.
I wouldn't doubt
so
that.
He's a Grinch too. Where's he been? How come he hasn't showed up to any of the meetings?
Why isn't Laura Mott there? Former mayor and ran for a chairman seat again. And
why hasn't she volunteered to
help?
Why
isn't she there? Why isn't she in the office helping?
Laura
why isn't
Ann,
Stewart there? Why isn't Captain Dan there? Why aren't these people who ran for council not there helping clean this mess up?
Don's
If they really
ran
care.
for council too.
Where's he? Where are these people that cared enough to run for a council seat,
for the 5.
but they don't care enough about the townspeople?
So that what it does is it makes them look, and a lot of people have voiced this in opinion, is it just makes them, because they're not showing up to actual town hall meetings, they only showed up for that check, which makes them look bad. Do they really care about that town, or do they just show up for the check?
$100. I mean, it's $100.
Well, $100 is a lot.
I realize $100 is a lot. I get that. I struggle even spending $100 on clothes for myself, but $100 to have so much legal liability on yourself for doing the wrong things and not doing the right things. Like $100 ain't worth it. $100 ain't worth going to jail if you're not going to take the position serious and do the right thing. So, and these people weren't doing the right thing.
So with Russ the Sus being a no call, no show, no pay, right? Does he still get paid for not showing up? I know a council person can miss
and get paid. If he misses a second, then he doesn't get paid.
And if he misses a third, then that's it. He's done. Right.
And then after the third, they can replace him and they can do an appointing, not an election. It would be, the board would say, is anybody interested, or the council. I always compare the council seat to a board meeting, a business board meeting, but the council would say, is anybody interested in this position? And let's say Carl Hughes, he already told Don, I'm coming for your seat. Carl goes, yeah, I'm interested. And he would put in a letter of interest. They would get all the letters of interest and go, okay, this is the person that we think fits this seat best. Based on, hopefully it would be based on qualifications, skills, not we heard the corruption of, we offered Angela this job. We promised it to her.
Kurt Nielsen, thank you so much.
Before we ever legally posted it, before we ever legally looked at anybody else's resumes and applications.
Right.
Like, how freaking corrupt can you be?
So the legal thing to do is, even if they had somebody in mind that they wanted, the right thing to do to be fair, and the legal thing to do is to at least still advertise it. And then you submit the resumes. Submitting a resume is pretty much applying for it. You don't have to fill out an actual paperwork to officially apply. Submitting your resume is part of the application process. And so,
which Turtle Lady Lynette says she never put in any paperwork,
but she submitted her resume.
All her paperwork is in town hall, already been found, and can be record requested. Oh my God. That woman cannot stop lying.
Her definition of things are so
She cannot stop lying.
Does she live on the same planet as
I'm not sure. Which, by the way, you want to hear something else funny about Turtle Lady?
So
in
even
their
though
right
they
mind,
had in their,
I got to give you this because I actually record requested this. Remember, she wrote her meeting notes, right?
Notes.
So her meeting notes right here. Okay, I got to show you this.
2 minutes. 3 minutes.
1 minute, 2 minute turtles. I got to show you this, okay? All right.
What does that say? Jeremy is a big meanie?
All right. Read the middle here. Russell makes requests for Lynette Preston to act as temporary clerk. Never, ever, ever happened. That did not happen in the meeting. Russell said to the council, I think you should consider her. Okay, now here's the other thing. This woman literally,
the conversation was had if he was going to say that.
So this woman literally
denying
slanders us and puts up signs all over Otter Creek, her and John, okay? Which we already have all the proof we need. This woman is so stupid that she then goes in and gives handwritten notes that can be used in comparison. I mean, this is how dumb she is. She just went and wrote handwritten notes in a public facility, which are public information, which then I can utilize against her in the defamation case. That's how dumb she is.
Thank you.
Like, thank you, Lynette. You can't get any, you know what? She's going to get dumber. I'm sure tonight she's going to be even dumber. Like, this stupid woman cannot think. All she can do is create more problems and more problems and more problems. And she goes in and gives we already have all the proof we need, but why not just take it in anyway and go, here's through the lawyer. Here's even, we can have fun with this. Here's this right here. Like, she literally gift wraps it, puts a bow on it, and goes, here you go.
Well, I know a lot of people that live in Otter Creek follow her page, her Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors or whatever it's called, and they're just watching her spiral out of control. And she has mentioned that she will be running for the seat.
Well, she's mentioned that multiple times, and then she'll turn around and go,
I
could never run for the seat because I am a disabled woman and I have to take care of a disabled child.
Thank you
and then the next thing is, the next personality, I'm running for the seat and I know the people of this town are going to vote for me.
So
and then the next personality, I would never run for the seat. I'm disabled. I have to take care of my child 25/8.
I can't bring illnesses home. So I can't be around
but
people.
I can take my child out to the watermelon festival, have her bucked off of a horse with everybody in Levy County at the watermelon festival.
So
it's just
here's the thing.
after lie.
Let's say she really does, if she ever does run for council again, which
I promise you, I'm filming it all.
She struggled filling out the paperwork.
She couldn't even fill out the paperwork. Yeah. Laura Mott had to help her fill out the paperwork. But she's qualified for being a clerk. She's qualified for being a council member. She can't even fill out paperwork.
And I don't think she had any government.
She doesn't have any. She has no experience.
I mean, calling DHS and CPS on your own family doesn't.
Stripping on a pole doesn't count for government experience unless. All right, you know what? Maybe that happens. That might happen a lot in government. That might happen.
So she'll probably. I'd be shocked if anyone votes for her. She'd probably
She'd maybe get one,
which is separate.
She's already in hot trouble already with the IRS because her and John did all kinds of anti-campaigning against Russell Stewart, and as a nonprofit, they cannot do that. They're in deep trouble already with the IRS. Like, these people can't think. They literally do not have the capacity to think. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Literally blows my mind. And you could throw Turtle Lady, Lynette, and Septic Boy right in the pot with Russ the Sus, with Don the Con, with Mary. They all belong in that pot together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they put themselves in that pot. Even though she's going to claim, victim, I'm a victim. No, you did this. You're a victim of your own stupidity, your own foolishness, your own words, your own lies, and your own actions. You are a victim of you. That's it. They all belong in that pot together.
Oh, yeah.
And the end-all goal is for all of them to be in jail. And I mean that in regards to Turtle Lady, Lynette. The end-all goal is for her to be behind bars. And Septic Boy, for him to be behind bars. Mary, for her to be behind bars. Russ the Sus. Does it count if she's stripped for government, man?
Darlene, thank you for the 2.
You got a point there, Darlene.
Good question. Douglas, welcome.
I'm sure it'll be on her resume. Without punctuation. With a run-on sentence like you've never seen before.
So did Russ the Sus ghost the town?
Well, we were considering doing we were going to call Levy County Sheriff and do a wellness check to make sure he was okay. But Levy County Sheriff has gotten so many calls from Russell and from Mary already that we decided let's give them a break.
Yeah.
If Russell did bail on the town, then...
Has he been seen creeping or at least driving around in his truck?
So I know one person has seen him on Route 19. I know of one who has seen him, and that's it. Only one person has said, hey, I just saw him on Route 19. But he has limited his creeping around the town. And frankly, good. I mean, how big of a creep can you be in the first place? So...
Is that part of the job description of being a mayor is to creep around the town?
I have not seen Madam Mayor Therese creeping around the town. I have seen her and her husband going around the town and picking up all garbage on the side of the roads.
Well, they've been doing that for years.
Without being in the position because they care.
Right.
They care. And that means something. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's in the job description or not, creeping on everybody. I mean, we'll have to ask Russell and see what he says. But
maybe he.
Oh wait, that's right. He's not responding to anybody.
Oh yeah, so, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, him and Turtle Lady are talking, but other than that, he's not talking to anybody because him and Lynette are.
Well, Mary and Lynette are like this.
Yeah. Mary and Lynette are like that too.
When Mary gave her the nickname, and she doesn't like that nickname.
Except Lynette destroyed Mary and Russell all over Facebook, all over different pages, talked trash about them, probably created so much turmoil for them that affected their health.
Thank you, Denny, for
But
the $5.
now she's best friends with them. Just so everybody knows, this personality now is best friends with them.
Yeah.
Who knows what
Definitely.
the next personality is going to be?
Yeah. Multiple. I think every alias has a different personality.
If I could keep up with it, Lord bless John.
Oh.
No, there's no.
Someone said maybe he's celebrating Father's Day with all his illegitimate children.
Well, and again, one of his family members reached out and said that gave me information. I don't know if I shared. Somebody said I did share this,
Marie,
but
thank
wants
you so
me to
much for
look
the
into the 2 illegitimate children he has in Otter Creek that he used his power over over
Welcome,
the water
Cindy.
and did adult favors to wipe out the bills for water. And there are 2. From what I've been told from family, and
His
this
own
is
kin.
his
His
own
own kin.
family, his own kin. He has 2 illegitimate children in Otter Creek that he's tried to keep away from his wife that she doesn't know about.
I wonder. I kind of have an idea of who one is, but I'm not going to say. Definitely not going to say.
We kind of. Well, it's got that Meeks look to it. That
Yeah.
That kind of look.
No, it's this.
Your plumber called me personally.
So
sue us. Okay. Like, how dumb can you be? How dumb can you be to antagonize the people who voted you in?
It's very unprofessional coming from a mayor and someone in his position to tell the people of the town to sue us if they're not happy with the way.
And Mary being all mad, you have your little show. Okay, well, that little show.
Elvis Presley, thank you for the 3.
Watched you literally all over the world. That little show has
Kathy, thank you so much. Yes, you can, Jamie.
a bigger viewership than your local
picture.
Than your local Chiefland Citizen paper. That little show has a wider viewership than your Channel 20 Gainesville News. That
Chrissy said
little
Don
show
can't be Russ's son.
I
don't know. It is Otter Creek.
Let's ask Lynette.
It is Otter Creek.
Let's ask Lynette. She'll know. She knows everything.
Yes.
You can't believe anything, but she knows everything. Absolutely everything. What else was shocking to you?
Ozzy, welcome. Just became a new member. Let's see. The number of emails that they come. So is 6,000 the definite number, or are they still finding more?
So all I know, so you heard me in the videos. I split the town hall meeting up into 3 videos, and I edited
thank
them
you for the 5
after the meeting. So you hear me referencing 6,000 emails, 6,000 emails. You then in the 3rd email, you figure out where I get that reference. Belinda shares it. 6,000 emails, and that's just where they were starting. That was just the start.
Be more.
Oh my goodness! I'm sure the next
that was
meeting.
Only 1 week of what they.
I have no doubt the next meeting,
discovered.
The mayor is going to go, here's what's next. I honestly think the next meeting, somebody's going to be there to cuff individuals. I honestly believe that somebody's going to jail for sure.
Don's definitely going to be educated because he wants to see.
And honestly, Don should go as well, because he was a council member under this tenure when all of this is happening. And he's going to claim, I didn't know. It doesn't matter if you didn't know. Doesn't matter. You were legally responsible as a council member.
Yeah. Why he said he wanted to go to the
I think Don's going to tell the attorney general, he is not corrupt. And then he's going to go,
show me 1 ounce of corruption.
He's going to go,
and the attorney's
he's
going to
go, can you repeat that again? What? What did you say about Russ the Sus? I find this very odd that you have handcuffs here. I find it very odd. I just started using that word. I find it odd that you have handcuffs here with you.
Philip White, thank you so much for the 5. Do you think he'll believe it then once the attorney general shows proof?
I think he'll be in a jail
doings?
cell sandwiched in between Mary and Russell and Laura and
Darla, thank you for
they'll be able to
welcome Tina.
They'll be able to all talk about it there, whether they believe what happened or not, because of that little show. All I wanted to do was just move to a town and be left alone.
Well, we ended up buying the school, so we can't be left alone anymore.
So with the school, we're not left alone.
Which Clint asked, how's the school renovations coming along? Thank you, Clint.
Well, it's obviously not going very far right now. It will pick back up in the fall.
Yes.
Although in 3 weeks, I have fence and gates going in. Like, we've got people driving in on the property nonstop, and it's just not okay.
Yeah,
it's not okay.
That's going to be
so even if it's fans and they're like, oh man, we really just wanted to stop by and say hi. When that happens time and over again, we can't get any work done. And so with living your life so publicly, privacy becomes the premium. Fences and gates are going up. Then there'll be scheduled times, such as dollar sales, where you go, all right, we get to go meet them. We can go say hi and all of that. That's okay. Meet and greets are okay. All of that. But there's got to be some type of privacy so that work can be done. And you also have to understand, I have a responsibility to take care of.
Thank you, James, for the $5.50.
I have a responsibility to take care of and protect my employees as well.
Sure.
Whether that's Christian, whether it's Patience, whether it's Baby George, which will be a boy or a girl. Did I say baby? I don't know what I said
you
there.
Said
but
Baby Boyge.
I didn't mean that. I meant Baby George. Whether it's Deanna, whether it's George, whether it's myself, there has to be a responsibility for protection and privacy as well, unless it's a very, very public position. But there has to be protection. So my employees are going to expect it from me, and I'm going to provide it the best that I can as well. And it may take time. And I did.
Welcome, Star.
I did make an agreement with the evac team, with the emergency evacuation. They said, "Will you wait 6 to 9 months before you put a fence and gate up?" And why they build their helipad. And I said, yes, I will, but I'm not anymore. So I've gotten everything from, we've heard that the fire chief has said, oh, no, you sold to the YouTuber. You know what? If they're going to act like that, screw it. And I'm putting my fence and my gate up. Now, we don't want anybody's life to be endangered. If there's life flight needs to come and land, they can land, and then we'll open the gate. It'll be really easy. We'll open the gate.
Yeah.
So be like, oh, all right. Come on in.
And you can open the gate from your cell phone no matter where you are in the world.
If you have connection, which is why we needed the Otter Creek property, because of the signal with connection. That's one of the highlight of the reasons why that property, rather than the Cedar Key properties, was on the top of the list, because we need it for business. Our businesses are online.
Right.
So we resell online. We need access to cell coverage, to open gates up, there's pretty much nothing we don't do from our phone. We have to have this to do everything anymore in life.
Yeah. Because Don the Con is in the.
Oh, Don the Con is here?
He is not corrupt.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have swore he was corrupt.
All right. Do you want to go into the auction?
We got an auction tonight.
Yeah.
So George is going to share. There's lots of crazy stuff. I see watches and jewelry and die cast and Disney pins and Olights. So have at it.
All right. So we are going to switch gears and go into the auction. And I will go through the terms and conditions if this is your first auction. First things first, make sure you are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important because that way Jeremy and I, along with our moderators at home and our viewers at home, can see the live chat happen in real time as close as possible. If you are on the Facebook platform and you want to bid, you want to make sure you come onto the YouTube platform so that you could bid in the live chat. Make sure you're subscribed so that you could participate in the live chat. If you don't plan on bidding and you're watching from Facebook, you can stay where you are. No need to do anything else. Every lot that I show this evening, there is a $25 minimum bid with free shipping if you live here in the US. If you live outside of the US, thank you, Dreamer GS. If you live outside of the US, there will be additional shipping fees, which can vary anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on the weight and dimensions and where you are located in the world. Just know your country's custom laws and if there's any import fees. Our auction style is minute to win it. What I'll do is I'll show we do bulk lots. I'll show the lot. You can start bidding right away. And then once I'm done showing the lot, then
what's that?
Once I'm done showing the lot, then Jeremy will throw up a 1-minute timer, and then you have a minute to throw in your last minute bids. And then whoever
we will do mail next week. Those who are asking about mail, we have so much mail But you guys wanted to talk Otter Creek. Next week, we will do mail.
We'll do the mail next week.
We will hit mail. We will focus on mail. I promise. Next week.
Once the 1 minute timer is up, whoever the highest bidder is at that time and our awesome moderator, Flipping Adventures, types in sold in the chat, you will be the winner of that auction lot. If you are the runner up and you want to be considered as the backup bidder, we ask the high bidder and the backup bidder to email us immediately at whatthehales@yahoo.com. We will display that email on the screen once we go into the auction. We want your YouTube profile name, your real name, your mailing address, your high bid amount, and the lot that you bid on. And then either tonight or tomorrow morning, I will send a invoice via PayPal. You do not need a PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. You can use your debit card or your bank card or a credit card or your PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees, no returns. We auction the items off to you as we find them in the storage unit or from wherever we source them. We will do a practice lot if this is your first auction and you're not sure how it works. It's just practice. Doesn't mean that it's really going up for auction. And then at the end of the auction, I will have 2 lucky winners this evening. You'll have a chance to win a free lot based on the trivia question that
it'll be Otter Creek water.
Guaranteed not Otter Creek water.
Which I have another dentist appointment tomorrow.
I have one Wednesday.
10 a.m.
One of my fillings cracked and my whole top of my tooth hurts. Like the whole area, like the whole side of my mouth hurts. So my appointment's Wednesday.
Frankie says any Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars. Frankie, stick around. There's definitely some die cast.
Because of all the YouTube glitches, we recommend that you refresh in between every lot so that you're not lagging. And then because of the YouTube glitches, we understand that they exist and we are at the mercy of them. So if you're bidding and Jeremy or our moderators don't see your bid, try typing the word out or putting $signs or other symbols in front or after the number. So for example, instead of just typing in the numbers 100, if no one sees that, try putting a symbol in front of it like a $sign or exclamation or a hashtag either before or after the number, or you can simply type the number out. 100, O-N-E, and then the word 100.
I would type O-N-E, Z-E-R-O, Z-E-R-O.
And then also, if you have no intentions of paying, please do not bid. That will get you banned, and you won't be able to participate in any future auctions.
Well, that's not fun.
It's not fun for them if they don't pay, if they have no intentions of paying. All right. So while I go set up for the auction, I will find a practice lot so that we could do a practice lot.
All right. We're getting a practice lot. So I'm going to go ahead, add George to the screen. Now I'm going to remove her because she didn't mute her laptop.
Because I had to refresh.
And
there it goes.
Here we go. All right. Let me turn the camera on.
Now remember, this is
camera
just
is
practice.
definitely not moving. At least not moving easily. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is just the practice she's setting up. And okay. So we're going to do a practice run. And in that practice run, you're going to learn the system if you haven't been a part of our systems before. And then, oh, here we go again. Why don't you pull something Elvis? Those are very limited. There's only
I know this is just practice.
It's not funny.
Is your hair falling out right now?
Yeah, it is. Look at it. It's rough. It's bad. All right. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping in and out outside of the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, and no returns. So that being said, the biggest thing is when she starts showing, you can start bidding. Oh, man, I see a $250 bid already, 4-inch pipe, and then he is not corrupt. You got 1 minute to win it. Now's when you put in your bids. You can go ahead and put in your bids now.
You get 2 of these.
All right, 5 guilty verdicts. That would be incredible. Fresh, clean water for all of Otter Creek. I'd give them for that. I would give them for that. 1 million from Star Asher. Just didn't say a million of what? 00 Bigo 00. I think that's military code. Hair like Zims. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I don't know how these old guys have hair, and I'm still middle-aged and losing mine.
Conky's got hair like a rock star.
Maria said turtles. You know what? Turtles have been destroyed for us forever because of Lynette,
Yeah,
the turtle
she
lady.
ruined the turtle lady.
Definitely destroyed any love for turtles. All right, 10 gallons of Otter Creek water. 1 new water plant for Otter Creek. I'd sell them for that. And handcuffs. Now you're going to see Flippin' Adventures. Flippin' Adventures is going to say sold. And you're going to see it because I know she's there. Right there. Boom. Sold. Right there. Practice lot. All right. So that's how it will go. I'm going to take the water treatment plant for all the Otter Creek people. That's the bid I'm going to accept on that, even though it was just a practice bid. All right. First lot up for tonight. This is the first lot up for tonight is O-Lights. This is now real. This is the real deal.
Real bids only.
This is a real lot.
These are brand new, still sealed in the box.
O-Lights, brand new, in the box, sealed. This is our first lot tonight. Frankie H is in already at 25. I see Sing Me a Love Song's in at 30.
You'll get 2 of these.
VP's in at 55.
O-Light Seeker 4.
Renell's in at 60. Jason says, any giveaways? Yep, there'll be giveaways tonight. I see 60 so far. Another 70. Sing Me a Love Song's in at 70. Connie's in at 70 as well.
And then you'll
this
also
is
get
the real deal right here.
these.
Brad's in at 75. I see 75 is live at 9. Dr. James came in at 75 as well. Marcy came in at 75. 75. We got Papa Troy's and now 80 and another 80 with Robert. We got bids going everywhere.
Autism awareness.
That was one of the really cool ones they put out.
Flashlights. So you'll get these 3 in the lot.
See a bunch of 80s. Robert's in at 80 as well. 00. Brunel's in at 00. Papa Troy's now in at 100. James McDonald came in at 100 as well. There's 203. Now Chris Allen's in at 100.
The Seeker 4 is 1,200 lumens. And then the autism awareness is 300 lumens. I am ready for the timer.
All right. Brad Kirk's now in at 115. 115 is the high bid right now. George says she's ready for the timer. I really like these Seeker 4s. Really like them. You hear the peacocks?
They sound like cats in heat.
Papa Troy is now they're talking so much more now that they have.
They
the
are
birthday
very
beer.
yeah.
Like
Christian even noticed that.
The peacocks are so much more vocal now that they have more space,
They are.
which makes me think that they're happier. I don't know it for sure, but I also will tell you I worked in the peacock aviary all day today, and they're actually not scared of me anymore. They were around me the entire time. All right.
Good.
Looks like 135 is the high bid now. Looks like James McDonald's high bidder at 135. That being said, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. We do guarantee these to be brand new because they're sealed in the box, though. So this one, our first lot, we're giving you a guarantee. You got to bid fast, you got to bid furious. You only got 1 minute to win it. 1 minute to win it. All right, this is the O-Light lot. I know there was a lot of bids. I think we were up to 140 or 145. Somewhere in there. We were somewhere in there. JMM is at 140 right now. James McDonald is now at 145. 145 is the high bid with about 35 seconds left to go. 145 is the high bid right now. 145 is the high bid right now. 150. John Smith's now in at 150 with about 25 seconds left on the clock. 150. 150 is the high bid right now on this O-Light lot. For whatever reason, I just love these lights. The quality is so good. James McDonald's now at 155, and they are not cheap at all. They're not cheap. All right, Papa Troy, I need you to put in a different bid because I don't understand 1502. James McDonald's still at 155. James McDonald's still at 155. I don't understand Papa Troy's bid. Kitty Mama is now at 175, 160, 160, 175, 161, and sold. Looks like it is, I saw 175. I saw 175 to, I'm pretty sure it's Felicia Mama Kitty. It's Kitty Mama Felicia, 175. Kitty Mama Felicia, 175. And then Boomdog is backup bidder at 175. Boomdog got in there as well at 175.
Nice.
All right. Mama, Kitty Mama, here's what you're going to do. You're going to email us. You see the email right here, whatthehales@yahoo.com. You're going to email us your YouTube name, your real name. Real name might be Kitty Mama. I don't know. Could be. You're going to email us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of what was it again? 175. And then you're going to tell George it was the Olight lot. You're going to send an email right there. What the Hales? I should be pointing at something on the screen. You can see it. I can't. whatthehales@yahoo.com. Okay. And then once you email us, you're going to get an auto response. It's going to be frequently asked questions. You can ignore that. George will get an actual invoice out to you tomorrow or tonight. Probably tomorrow would be my guess, but I don't know for sure. So anybody who wins tonight, and then Boomdog, you can send us a backup as well. Anybody who wins tonight, just keep in mind, you're going to send us an email with that information. Then you're going to get an auto response, because anytime you message us, you get an auto response. Vito 1947 just became a super fan. And then we'll get the real invoices out to you. I'm going to go ahead and full screen George.
All right. The next lot are assorted Disney villain pins. These are Disney pins, and you will get it. You will receive it as it is on this board with all of the Disney Mickey Mouse earbacks. These are the Disney villains. So these pins all say Sorcerer at the top. You've got all the different villains from the different Disney movies. And I personally don't know the names of all the different villains.
That looks like George's lips.
I just know the names of all the good guys in the Disney movies.
You can start bidding immediately. The peacocks are talking like crazy.
These two down here are brand new, still sealed in the package. So you've got, this is from Dalmatians.
And that's 75.
Dalmatians. You've got the villain from The Little Mermaid.
75 is the high bid that I see right now. If I missed anything, I had to go get some Tums.
The villain from Snow White. This guy right here, he opens and closes. Peter Pan.
Yeah, that'd be Peter Pan.
Is that Captain Hook in there?
Yep.
And then you've got this big, beautiful pin.
Got Kyle in at 80. Papa Troy's in at 85. Marcus Johnson looks like he's in at 100 now. I missed that one, but
this pin closes. It does open and close.
Karen came in at 85. Megan came in at 95. Looks like high bid right now is 100.
The wings open.
Mitch says, "Can you get a pin collection for all the Otter Creek villains that we can bid on?" That's actually a good idea.
TBD.
Julie is high bidder right now at 150.
And then the three at the top.
Kathy says, "I can hear the peacocks." I'm going to open some of the windows so you guys can hear them.
She says, "I said if." These are brand new, still sealed. Or not sealed, but they're brand new with the cardboard backing. And then you will get it as it is displayed with the Mickey Mouse ear backings. I didn't count how many pins are on here. When you get back, babe, I'm ready for the timer.
I tried talking to him, but they didn't respond. They were talking to me all day today.
Whoever could hear them must be wearing earbuds. If they could hear.
Okay, I have no idea where the bid is now because I went and opened. High bid is still at Julie. Okay, high bid is Julie, and yeah, high bid is Julie. Yep, Kathy is wearing earbuds. So I just opened 2 windows in the office so that you could hear them better. All right, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside of the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. Although George did say that 2 are sealed. Therefore, those are guaranteed to be sealed because we try and give you everything that we get the way that we got it. All right. And businessman wants to know, is there any land for sale in Otter Creek? Yep, there's 40 acres right behind us.
So there's 20 pins on this display board, and then there's 12 on this one, giving you a total of 32 pins.
There they go.
They sound like cats. Meow.
All right. Gigi Grandma Gail is in at 155 now. Okay. So all that being said, you got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. You literally have 1 minute to win it. Paulette Poe just said $10. You need to start your vlogs now with that old Elvis tune, Jailhouse Rock. Everybody, let's rock. Yeah. Julie's now at 175. 175 is the high bid right now. Kimberly came in at 160. Julie's high bidder at 175. Papa Troy is at 151. Papa moo mau mau. So 160 is where Julie is at right now with about 30 seconds. Kimberly Griswold just came in at 180. Kyle came in at 180 as well. Julie's now at 190. The Niche Lady's down at 200. Somebody sees a pin they like. Niche Lady is in the house at 200 right now. 200 is the high bid. 200 is the high bid. Pop Troy came in at 174. Julie at 175. Julie at 190. Niche Lady at 200. It's the Niche at 200. Gigi Grandma Gail just came at 205. Niche Lady's now at 250. 250 going once. Julie came in at 275. 275. Oh. 275 going once. 275 going twice. Sold. Oh my goodness. Julie did get it. Niche Lady and Julie were going at it. All right. Niche Lady's back up at 250. It is Julie. I cannot pronounce Julie's last name. S. Not even going to try. Julie, you know how.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You know how to pronounce your last name, Julie. I do not. I can't even say sabotage right. So, Julie.
Kind of like how I can't pronounce
Massachusetts. Julie, you're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of $275, and then you're going to tell George it was the Evil Villains pin lot. You're going to send that email information right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com. Keep in mind, you're going to get an auto response, so you can ignore that. Then George will send you an actual invoice, okay? So you should be okay there. And looks like we have another pin lot.
These are NFL championship pins.
And Niche Lady, you know what to do for backup bidding.
So you won't get the flats, you'll just get the pins. And then you'll get these. These are all of these are new, still sealed. Here's a Super Bowl champion 5-piece collector pin set. Hopefully you could see that without the glare. But you'll get this entire set. Again, this is brand new, still sealed. That's why you see the glare because of the, what is that called? The
Don the Con just said, Jeremy, I think we need to raise money for my hearing aid. No doubt.
Yeah, you don't need money for the lens cleansers because I already have it.
No doubt.
You get that pin set, and then here is a Super Bowl ATL set. This is a limited edition, 120 out of 5,000.
Papa's in at 100 right now. Pop Troy is in at 100. He just did another bid at 155, but I didn't see anybody. Okay, yeah, Kyle's in at 160. Okay.
Here's a limited edition Super Bowl.
Don Con just asked you to speak up, please. I'm going to give you full screen. I forgot to give you full screen.
That's okay. This is a
Mitchell
limited
Valley's in at
edition
175.
Super Bowl, and I apologize for the glare. This is a Super Bowl commemorative set. And you will get those pins.
Kyle's in at 180. Papa Troy's now in at 200.
And then you'll get this flat of pins. Again, just the pins. The actual flat is not included.
200 is the high bid right now.
That one has the seal. That one is sealed with the protector. That's why you get the extra glare.
Flippin' Adventures is
Another
reminding
Super Bowl
people
champion.
to refresh.
Here's a Patriots 5 times champion pin. And then you'll get this Tom Brady champion pin.
200 is still the high bid right now. 200 is still the high bid.
And then here is another 6-time champion pin. And then you also get this collectible pin set. There's 4 pins on this. This is brand new, still sealed. And then you'll also get this collectible pin set of more champion pins. There's 3 on this particular set. This is brand new, still sealed.
Michelle Webster just became a super fan.
Welcome.
Seamare Designs. Pop Troy's still in at 200.
I'm ready for the timer.
All right, ready for the timer on this lot here. 200 is still the high bid. 200 is the high bid. Everything is as is. No guarantees and no returns. Although, if George says it's sealed, it's sealed. We guarantee it to be sealed, okay? And is there anything not sealed?
So this one has the cellophane wrap on it. These 2 don't. But they appear to be new or gently used.
Either or. All right, so those 2 are not cellophane wrapped. It looks like you've got plastic wrapping on almost everything else except
everything
for
else.
1 pin. I see 1 pin down at the bottom.
This one does not have the plastic
Okay.
cellophane.
All right. That being said, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, and additional shipping outside the United States. Everything's as is, no guarantees and no returns. You got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. You literally only have 1 minute to win it. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, 200 still the high bid right now on this pin lot. NFL pin lot. Papa Troy is high bidder right now. 200 is the high bid. There is bidding all over the place, going back and forth. Papa, 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 uma mau mau, papa, uma mau, papa, uma mau mau, papa, uma mau is high bidder with 30 seconds left to go. Rambling with the Brums just became a super fan. About 15 seconds left to go. 15 seconds. Nope, 10. I was way off. We're still at 200 with 3, 2, 1. Papa, 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 papa. Papa Troy, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Going once? Going twice? Sold to Papa Troy for 200. He got it. He got it. Okay. All right. Papa Troy, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of 200. And you're going to tell George it was the NFL pin lot right there. whatthehales@yahoo.com. Backup bidder was Kyle. Kyle, your backup bidder at 180. Kyle, your backup bidder at 180. You can send all that same information right there. whatthehales@yahoo.com. Anything happens, doesn't get paid for it. Kyle, it's yours for your backup bid. Okay. And we have Looks like a flag
This
lot.
is a Harley lot.
Oh, it's a Harley lot.
Assorted.
Shows
Harley-
you that
Harley
I have no
Davidson
idea
lot.
what's going on. I don't have anything to do with this.
So
but
here is a Matchbox Harley Davidson, a limited collector's edition die cast. This appears to be still sealed, old stock.
is there a date on it?
This one has a date of 1993 Matchbox.
Man, that was a good year.
Yeah.
93. That was the best year.
Here is a Harley Davidson beanbag plush. Still has the tag on it. Look how cute.
I remember finding that in the storage unit. That was storage unit.
That was a while
long time
ago. Yeah.
Long
Yep.
time ago. Michelle Webster, Seasell Treasure just sent 220.
This is Boot Hill Bob. Boot Hill Bob never misses a run. When you're in his group, you'll always have fun. Look at his little leather vest. So you'll get that.
Reminds me of my vest.
And then you'll also get this Harley Davidson tin. And then in the tin are playing cards. I did not go through this and count to make sure that all the cards were in there, but it's safe to assume that they are because it comes all the way to the top. So you'll get these Harley Davidson playing cards. I don't have a date on the tin. And then you'll get this Harley Davidson die cast.
Lee is in at 60 right now.
And here is a Harley Davidson tank top. This is a women's tank top, size XL. This is an XL tank top.
Kyle's in at 75.
So that's the front. And then
Leah's
here
in
is
at
the back.
80.
The back has embroidered of Cancun, Mexico. And then at the bottom, you get the Harley Davidson cycle. And
Leah's now in at 100.
here is a vintage Harley Davidson t-shirt made in the U.S. Funwear Incorporated. This is a size. This has a size. What was that?
The peacock.
Size small. That was the peacocks.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound must have bounced off the wall or something onto your seat.
Well, we are.
So that's the
back
front.
here in the woods. So.
And then the back is just plain black. And then here is a Harley Davidson long sleeve shirt. This has a size of medium. So you get this long sleeve shirt, size medium.
Avian cane, not yet.
That is on the left chest. And then there's nothing on the sleeve of the
Whatnot
left.
offered us $18,000 if we would do auctions on their site.
This
and
is
we
on the
said
right sleeve.
No. Sometimes it's not about money. It's about convenience for your fans and your followers.
And then here is the back. You get the HD art.
Kathy said, Jeremy, it's Father's Day, not Farters Day.
Happy Farters Day.
Two Hearts is in at 110.
Here is a Harley Davidson XL t-shirt. Here's a black t-shirt. Oh, look at that. A hungry wolf. Harley Davidson Lone Rider. This has a date of 2001.
Amy, we have not seen any coyotes since the peacocks are out. That's not to say they haven't been there. We just haven't seen them. We haven't seen any signs of digging.
Well, you just saw a wolf right here.
The sooner we can get a tractor and get stone up there, the better I'll feel about it.
Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Feels Wheels. This is the back.
Leah's in at 115.
We have not laundered any of the clothing, so keep that in mind. And then this isn't Harley, but
AJ says they're a big fan.
I threw this in here.
How big do you think they are?
The world's largest fan.
7 foot, 350 pounds.
Here is a Guinness drum.
James says you need a goose to protect the chickens. The goose isn't going to do anything except get eaten by a coyote.
He'll be a snack for the coyote. And then
Philip
here's
White
another
says
flag.
it's just a little gas. It'll pass. What are they talking about?
That sound that I heard.
All I heard was peacocks.
He knew. Oh, he knew. Here's another flag.
Don the Con said, will someone please gift me a Superfan membership? I have no money. Russ took it all.
And then
Two Hearts is now at 120.
here's some collectible Harley Davidson cans, Daytona 1991.
Is there alcohol in there?
We're selling them as collectible cans.
Dave just sent $20. I predict Don the Con will resign from the town council soon.
Or
That
no
would actually,
show. No
he might
show.
no show like Russell. Jessica says, did the signs fit in the backpack? And the answer is no. I was gonna risk it, and then I decided, you know what? I looked at the measurements up online, and they were gonna bust me, and I didn't want them to take them in the airport and me never get them back. So I'll either
get it confiscated.
Ship them back because I'm gonna fly back to go pay my water bill this week. So.
It's so weird hearing them.
Peacocks are going off
because I've never heard that sound before.
They're so much more vocal now that they have the aviary. I just want to. I interpret it as they're happier, but
yeah,
I can't prove that.
Because during the day they'll make the same sounds, and I'll be up there with them. And there's no prey around. It's just me.
Terry's in at 130 now. Today was the first day they actually weren't scared of me since we've had them. And like I was just in the aviary the entire time working on things. I was cleaning things up. Like, the aviary is nowhere near. The structure is up.
So get 7 collectible cans. I'm ready for the timer.
The structure is up, but there's just a lot of work that needs to be done because I want it to be an oasis. I want it to be a little haven that you walk into, but there's work that has to be done. So I was up there cleaning things.
Everything will have to be in phases.
All right. This is the Harley lot. Harley lot, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns.
This fan's not Harley, but I threw it in here because there was another flag.
Okay. And Real Deal just said, do the homework on those cans. It's over $300 worth there, just in the cans. That's okay. We want you guys to get a deal so
and
you
to
can
share
resell
your
them.
success stories with us.
Geeky Grandma Gail is now at 140. All right. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. I think I remember the unit I found those in. I
don't even remember where you got them from. I think you were with Patience and Christian because I don't remember finding
I think I found them in the rocking chair that we have that flew out of the back of the truck and that was rocking at your place when I was recording it. Robert's now in at 150. You got a bit fast. You got a bit furious. You got 1 minute to win it. Geeky Grandma Gail's now at 151. 151 is live bid right now on the Harley Davidson lot. There's a lot of Harley Davidson stuff here now. Robertson at 152. Robertson at 152. Jason Phillips says, any update on Marilyn? We have not heard from her. We've missed her dearly, but that's
She's
okay.
our security at the school.
Mary Marius filled in well. Terry's now at 155. Grandma Gail's in at 160. James is now in at 175. 175 is the high bid right now with James Scallion. 175 is the high bid that I'm seeing right now. Flo Dottie says, I love going outside hearing my neighbor's peacocks at night. I love it too. Just to me, it's you wanna live where people would want a vacation, and that's what I'm trying to create. Robertson at 185 with 3 seconds left. Grandma Gail W is now in at 195. 195 is high bid right now. 195 is high bid right now. James Kennedy, 190, 195 is high bid right now. Sold! 195 to Gigi, Grandma Gail. And then backup bid is it's a really good question. Who is the backup bid? Gigi Grandma Gail is high bidder at 195. Backup bidder is I should just look. I'm waiting for the mods, but I should just look. But the time I move the cursor up to look, then it's gonna be there. Terry! It's Terry. Backup is Terry at 190. Thank you, Debbie Vaughn. All right, Gigi, you know what to do, Grandma Gail. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of Gigi. You say tomato, I say tomato. Of 195 right there to whatthehales@yahoo.com. Let George know that it was the Harley lot. Holy beating jewelry lot coming up. Okay. And then backup bidder, Terry, you can send all your information as well. You know what? She's got a lot of stuff here. I'm just going to let her go with it. You guys can start bidding immediately. There's a bunch of it.
All right. So this lot are assorted beads. They could be anywhere from like incomplete jewelries, loose beads, and then you will get these empty assorter boxes to put your beads to sort it and put it however you want. You'll get 2 empty assorting containers. You'll also get this hanging jewelry organizer. So that's included in this lot. And then you won't get the plastic that, well, maybe I will. If I saran wrap it and keep everything together, I'll include this in here. But there is a ton of different beads, a variety of assorted different beads, whether it's Pandora looking beads like this. I want to say these have some of them have 925 on it, maybe 3 or 4. The rest don't have a marking. So these are Pandora like beads.
Keep in mind, she said Pandora like.
Here's a spacer.
See high bid right now at 90s. I'm seeing 90 bids. If you're into
jewelry making.
There's a lot of bids coming in. I'm just letting the bids flow before calling them out. And there's a lot
kinds of stuff
in this lot.
So this probably used to be a bracelet, and it came apart. Here's some loose beads, some jewelry. Again, if you're into jewelry making, this is perfect for you. That was probably a bracelet that came apart.
See Kimball in at 95.
You will get the plastic. Different assortments of beads. And again, I will get the empty containers include so you can sort it however you want.
Sherry's now in at 120.
Here's some jewelry elastic. We've got all kinds of assorted, incomplete jewelry.
Oh my goodness, the coyotes.
Weird. Their ears must have been ringing. Oh, they're going wild.
The coyotes are going crazy right now. They just must have just got a kill.
It's always interesting hearing them. Here's another empty storage container that's included in the lot.
Jesse's in at 200.
You'll get this container with different assortments of different beads. I don't believe these are beads. These are the things that go in your Crocs. But that was in there, all included in there. Here's some more Pandora looking beads. Some of them have 925 on them. Some of them don't.
Sam's in at 201. I haven't heard the Coyotes in quite some time.
Same. Looks like these could be bracelets that someone started to make in a plastic bag. An incomplete, that's either a necklace or a bracelet. You've got some bead treasures here.
Sherry's in at 210.
Here's a pink chain. This is probably a broken necklace. There's some more beads. More beads from the bead gallery. Some of these are the blown glass beads, really pretty. Looks like there's more blown glass beads here in the corner. So you'll get everything in its entirety of that sorting container. And then you'll also get everything in its entirety just as it is in this green storage case.
Man, they're going crazy.
It's like they're fighting each other.
They definitely got to kill. They're not far.
No, they're not.
Harriet's now at 215 while George and I are listening to Coyotes.
This is an assortment of either like earrings, incomplete earring sets.
That egg is an instrument.
Yeah, it's a drum. It is an instrument, but I included it because it was in here. You've got, there might be some bracelets in here. There's just all types of assortments of jewelry. They're just falling in between my fingers. All kinds of beads. I'm ready for the timer whenever you are.
All right, Harriet's still high bidder at 215. 215 is the high bid. This is a huge lot of, well, this will keep you busy for a few months. Well, some of you probably just a couple days.
Included.
All right, but there's a lot of stuff here. So George showed you what's involved there. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States. Additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, no returns. And you got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. Gail says, question, I sent my email, didn't get on a response. Gail, Grandma Gail, W, don't worry, you'll be okay. All right.
Make sure you send it to whatthehales@yahoo.
You got to make sure you send it at the right place, and it could have went into the spam, but I've been checking, so I'll check again, and it can take time. You got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. You literally got 1 minute to win it. Sherry's high bidder right now at 220. 220 is the high bid right now with all of this fun crafting, jewelry making stuff. 220 is the high bid right now. 220 is the high bid. With about 40 seconds left to go, Sherry's still high bidder right now. There is a lot of stuff in here to have some fun with. Kathy stopped making jewelry because of arthritis.
Aww.
She started dating arthritis. She said, all right, I'm giving up jewelry making for Arthur. Harriet's now in at 225. Sam came in at 222. Harriet's high bidder right now at 225. Harriet's high bidder right now at 225 with about 15 seconds left to go. All kinds of stuff in here. 10 seconds. Harriet's still high bidder. 5 seconds. Harriet's still high bidder right now, 225. 225. 225 is high bid. Going once to Harriet. Going twice to Harriet. I think she might get it. Sold to Harriet. She got it. I thought that one was going to be sniped, and Harriet got it. Wow. Sam's backup bidder at 222. Harriet, you are high bidder at 225. Harriet, you know what to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of 225. You can tell George it's the bead making lot or whatever she called it. Just make sure she knows what it is. Sam, your backup bidder, you can send all that same information right there with thehales@yahoo.com. Anything happens to where it doesn't get paid for, Sam, it's yours for the backup bid. Mary Beth, 17 cent, $1.99. Please check on the fur babies. You mean the feather babies? I don't have to check on them. I know it wasn't them.
The coyotes?
I hope she's not talking about coyotes. I ain't gonna check on the coyotes.
So here's a lot that we've never done. This is something we've never done before.
So you saw this when this is from the Pennsylvania unit where we at a minimum have found $250,000 in merchandise. This was in a box in one of the tool chest or tool boxes that we are setting up in the garage for myself. And he had all of these cards wrapped up, and we said, wouldn't that be fun to do a blind bid lot on the die cast?
These fell out of the toilet paper. So essentially what you're getting are similar die casts just like this. And he was so meticulous that he wrapped them individually in toilet paper. In the video, you saw a handful that weren't wrapped. They came out of the toilet paper. So I've included those here at the bottom. I have not counted the number of cars.
And we thought it would be fun
to
do a blind bid as is, not open it up. So we don't know. You don't know. It's a blind bid. You know the unit. You know what he was into. This was all in a cardboard box. George laid them out on flaps so you could see how many.
So you kind of have an idea of what types of cars these will be. This one is dated 2000 team caliber.
James is in at 100 right now. We just thought it would be fun to do it like this.
1991 Racing Champions. So there could be Hot Wheels in here. There could be...
We don't know.
More Racing Champions. There could be more Craft House.
That's why we thought it would be fun. We thought, let's do it. This guy had high-end stuff. We know that.
This is Johnny Lightning, 1970 Chevy Nova.
See, 125 bids so far. Jason Phillips says, so that's where the toilet paper all went during COVID. James is in at 130
You're
now.
on to something.
So this was in the one toolbox.
Here's a Monte Carlo.
And I think I even said in the video, I think I did. I was like, oh, George is going to want to sell these. And then I said it as a joke. And then I was like, you know what?
92 Racing Champion.
Go ahead and do it. And do it with them wrapped up. Let's not look at them. Let's have fun with the fans. And maybe a fan will buy them and do an unboxing and unwrap them and make a video and show us what they bought. Idea. Show everybody what they got.
So you'll get these two flats of toilet paper wrapped assorted die cast. Again, these are the only ones that were not wrapped in the toilet paper. The rest have all been...
Don the Con's in at 190.
Wrapped.
Sherry's now in at 200.
So yeah, so if you are the highest bidder for this auction lot and you want to do an unboxing, an unmystery diecast unboxing and make a video of it, upload it on YouTube and send it to us, we'd love to see it.
That'd be fun.
That would be. And then if you plan on selling it, feel free to share your selling success stories, or if you plan on gifting it, or if you plan on adding it to your collection, feel free to share that with us.
Elon's in at 210. Angela wants to know, is it 2-ply or single ply?
It is.
Yvonne's in at 220.
It's 2-ply.
Sam's in at 230.
It's 2-ply. You can see the front end of that one.
So yeah, David just said this is die cast treasure, which I thought you guys would have fun with.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like this.
All right, so. Marilyn Whitesell totaled them and said there's 91 total. Elizabeth's up to 250 right now.
Oh, wow. Someone's good at counting because I'm not good at counting.
250 is the high bid right now. Have some fun. Make a video. Sam's in at 260 now. So we thought you would enjoy this. It's what we enjoy. So I know not everybody enjoys the same thing, but $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside of the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees. You're seeing it as we found it. We found it in the videos like this. We have not unwrapped it. We thought it would be fun to actually auction it off and you bid and you buy it. And we hope that you would do a video. If you do, great. If you don't, you don't
No
have
pressure.
to. But we just thought it would be fun if somebody
Obviously,
wanted
no
to.
pressure if you don't.
Elizabeth is in at 300, and you got to bid fast. You got to bid furious because you literally only have 1 minute to win it. 300 is high bid right now. Elizabeth is at 300. 300 is high bid right now. Sam's at 290, but Elizabeth's at 300. Elizabeth Azer is now at 300. Sing Me a Love Song wants to know, is Don the Con bidding with Otter Creek tax money?
You never know.
Dell said, wow, even at 400, that's less than $5 a car. That's great resale.
No.
Sherry Bloomfield just came in at 299. High bid right now, still Elizabeth at 300. 300. With about 20 seconds left to go. Hopefully this is going to be a ton of fun for somebody unwrapping treasure. 15 seconds left. Don McCon says, yes, I am bidding with Otter Creek tax money.
He is not corrupt.
300 is still the high bid with 0 seconds to go. 300 is still the high bid. Sam came in at 299. 300 is still the high bid. Going once, going twice. Sherry! Renee Ward missed the snipe. It is Sherry. It is. Deborah says, whoops, missed the count. She was doing Mary math. It's a 91 count. All right, it is Sherry at 300. Congratulations. And boy, I don't even know right now. There are a bunch of 299 bids. I see Sam in there. Let me find out for sure. Sherry, you know what to do. You know you're going to send YouTube name, real name, shipping address, bid amount of 300, and then also tell George it's the treasure mystery cars, okay? And it's Sam. Sam, you're backup. Kim Ball says, are my bids being hidden? I don't know, Kim. I saw your comment there. Sam, you're backup. You can send an email as well with all that information right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com. Oh, wait, it's Elizabeth, not Sherry. I'm sorry. Sherry, you are not high bidder. It is Elizabeth. Elizabeth Azer is high bidder. I'm so sorry.
300?
At 300. It's Elizabeth.
And then Sherry's back up.
Sam is back up.
Oh, okay.
Unless I screwed it all up. Super Freak Mess just said maybe the peacocks have captured the coyote and they're yeah. And some kind of dark
sticking
bird
their talons
ritual.
in his throat.
Like all right. Okay. It's Elizabeth. Okay, here's where we're at. It's Elizabeth, high bid at 300. Sherry is the backup. Sam's the backup to the backup. Okay, I screwed it up. That's what happens when I read. You guys all know I don't know how to read. So
or do math.
Well, I mean, I can do Mary math, but
Basic
all right.
math.
Let's get back on to the jewelry.
The all right, next lot are assorted religious items. So I've got
I said jewelry. It's religious items.
two different flats. On this particular flat, it's mostly rosaries. On this flat are assorted brooches and pins and other items that I will show in the camera. And
Gail, we got both of your emails. Grandma Gail, W, we got both of your emails.
There's a prayer cloth. You've got all kinds of assorted religious items. There's rosaries that are made in Japan. There's certain rosaries that are made in Italy. There's a variety of rosaries. Why did I say roses? Rosaries.
Sherry's up at 120 right now.
Very pretty. And then this rosary is in the plastic. I have not opened it to see if it's complete. Some of these may
Robert's at 130.
maybe the link came loose, like one of the links. Like this one, for example, may need a little bit of fixing. Like the link came loose, so it would be an easy fix.
Dell says they remember this unit. We get so much, I don't remember them all.
So this wasn't a unit that we showed. This was a Facebook.
Oh, that was a Facebook purchase.
Remember his aunt?
His
grandma.
Yes, his grandma was the jewelry hoarder.
Yeah.
And we bought a truckload.
This one's really pretty. It's got 4 different color beads in the rosary. This one's got 2 different colors.
Robert's high bidder right now at 160. $160
Different
is the high
wooden
bid
crosses
right now. Kim
on
Ball
this.
just came in at 200. Kim, I saw your bid.
necklace.
You're at 200.
There's a ton of different medallions or pendants on here. Different assortments of religious pins or pendants.
Robert just came in at 225.
There may be a pendant or a pin or 2 that's not complete in the back. I don't know for 100%, but just keep that in mind as you are bidding.
Sherry came in at 220. Robertson at 225.
There's
Kim Ball just came in at 250.
This one is
Sam came in at 260.
brand new and sealed. This is a brooch.
Sonia says, can we bid on the fire engine in Otter Creek, please? I wish.
Speaking of which, a lot of people noticed that it's been covered.
Yeah, Don covered it because people are driving around Otter Creek filming. Kim Ball's high bidder at 270.
I'm ready for the timer whenever you are.
Religious lock. And high bid right now is Kim Ball at 270. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States. And everything is as is, no guarantees, no returns. Currently, Kim Ball is the high bidder. Somebody just asked. Kimber says, do I need a wrench to bid? Nope. All you got to do is put your number in the chat. And
you have to be subscribed and be able to participate in the live chat.
And I think high bidder is still 270 with Kim Ball. You got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. You literally only have 1 minute to win it. 1 minute to win it right here. Sam just came in at 269. Although I believe the high bid is 270.
This one's made in Italy.
That one's in, is it silver Italy or just says made in Italy?
It just says Italy. This one's made in Japan.
Don the Con said this is the Turtle Lady lot. She's an ordained minister. She got a certificate from the internet.
But
which means absolutely
if she's had 6
nothing.
marriages and 5 divorces.
Well, she's definitely professional at marriages. If she's had 5 marriages already. Kim's high bidder at 270 with less than 10 seconds left to go. 3, 2, 1, and Kim's still high bidder at 270. Kim's still high bidder right now at 270. It's 270 going once. 270 going twice. It is Kim at 270. And Kim, it looks like you already have people in the chat that want part of those things. We encourage you. If you want to resell to each other, that's fine as well. Kim Ball at 270. Kim, you're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount at 270. Tell George it's the religious lot right there. And then backup bidder. Backup bidder is Sam at 269. Backup is Sam. Okay. Let's see what other crazy lots we have.
Assorted baseball memorabilia.
Oh, here we go. Baseball cards and football cards.
No, just football.
Oh, it's all football cards, no baseball.
I said baseball by accident.
I'm just going to go ahead with full layout.
So you'll get the bin's not included, but everything is included. This is all assortment of football memorabilia. These are everything that's in here are like vintage McDonald's cards. You'll get an entire sheet just like this. And it's got McDonald's. Sheet 1 of 3. It's got the 1993 season schedule. I'm not going to show every single one, but you get this entire stack of different assorted football cards.
Bells
McDonald's
up to 100.
limited edition.
David said, ba da ba ba ba. I'm loving it.
Phil Simms on passing. Here's a book.
Sam's at 110.
You'll get this binder that has a ton of assorted football cards. I see tops.
Sam's still high bidder right now at 110.
This is an empty sleeve, but most of them
Rosalie just came in at 120.
You got the Green Bay Packers. All kinds of fun cards. There are some empty sleeves in this binder. It's not a complete set.
Sam's in at 130 now.
Looks like a hologram card.
$130.
Oh, are you ready? Put some football. Oh, look, there's basketball in the back. We don't examine these things. We find them, we put them in a lot, and
Kimball just said,
up
Harriet
front.
Williams, I'd happily give you the angel pins free of charge. Thank you so
Aw.
much, Kim.
way to restore the love.
Kim, if you go ahead and send George an email about that, Harriet already won the bead lot, and Harriet and George could just put the angel pins in the bead lot for Harriet. So that actually works out pretty well. And that doesn't cost anybody any extra shipping or anything.
That's very sweet.
Sam's in at 160 now.
And then you'll get this bobblehead, Coach number 2 bobblehead. He's in
Couch.
Isn't that what I said?
You said Coach.
Oh, couch. He's standing in the stadium bobblehead. Ooh. And then you'll also get Brown number 80 bobblehead.
Harriet says, that sounds great. I'll pay it forward to somebody tomorrow.
Aw. And then you'll also get, this is brand new, still sealed, a pack of Topps football cards, 1990 complete set, 528 cards. This still has the cellophane on it.
Robertson at 165.
This also is sealed with the cellophane. More Topps football cards. The official 1989 complete set of 396 cards. And then I have different cards. Some of them come with the, what are these called again? Pennies something.
That's a top loader.
A top loader. Bo Jackson. Peyton Manning. This was found just like this in the, I want to say this is probably just like a plastic. It is open.
Robertson at 185 now. Steve Austin just
Hall
came
of
in at
Famer.
189.
I'm not going to show the cards in here, just show you the stack. And then you've got another stack of different cards that we found just like this.
Sam's in at 200 now.
I'm ready for the timer whenever you are.
All right, George Such is ready for the timer. Let's see what we got. Sam's in at 200 right now on this football lot. You got some sealed cards in there, some other cards as well. $25 starting bid, free shipping
Some
here in the
bobblehead.
United States.
Don't forget the bobblehead.
Yeah, you got a Coach bobblehead. Free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, no returns. Robert just came in at 205. You got to bid fast, you got to bid furious because you literally only have 1 minute to win it. Let's do this. 205 is the high bid right now. 205 is the high bid right now with about 50 seconds left to go. This is all football. Football is here.
This has a copyright date of 1978.
Angela wants to know who was on the last card you showed. Sam's in at 210.
This card, Mel Gray.
Yeah, we know Don covered up the fire truck since it's been a hot issue here in Otter Creek.
Embarrassment, maybe, because he doesn't take pride in restoring history.
10 seconds to go. 210 is still the high bid right now. Crafty Jen says, go Pats with 2, 1. All right, 210 is still the high bid right now. Going once. Going twice. It is sold to Sam. $210 to Sam. All right, Sam, your high bidder at $210. You know what you're going to do. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of 210, and tell George it's the football lot. Football lot. Backup is Robert at 205. Robert at 205. You can do the exact same thing. Send all that information right there, whatthales@yahoo.com. Anything falls through, Robert's is yours for the cheaper price. Okay. All right.
All right, next coming up are assorted watches.
Watches coming next to the camera near you. Watches.
I've got 3 flats of watches.
Holy freaking cow. She's got 3 flats of watches. I wonder if that watch is in there from that vault that we just bought.
Mm-mm. This is still from the grandma unit.
Oh, this is from grandma. All right. You know what? There's a lot of watches. Just
so
take it
you'll
away.
get 3 flats of watches. And I try to separate the watches by style.
Don the Con just said his fire truck is up for auction.
Since when?
Right now. Just posted. I wish. I want to buy it.
So the actual flat's not included, just the watches. And I will be showing the watches up close. Give me just a sec. So I try to separate the watches again by style. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 20 watches on this flat. We have not examined these watches. They probably need batteries. So for example, like this one needs repaired because
Sherry's in at 100.
See where the head of the watch is? And then the 2 bands are on this side. So one of the pins fell off. So you got an assortment of Fossil, there's quartz, there's Aranix, there's all kinds of different Geneva, Faded Glory, more quartz, No Boundaries, Mayfair, Skagen, Citizen.
Chad's in at 110 now. 3 flats of watches. High bid is 110. One watch on there could be worth 110.
Yeah.
120, 2 hearts, 120.
So again, some of these may need repair. Some of them probably need batteries. They probably all need batteries. This one looks either gently used or new. There's some digital watches on here. There's some like Fitbit looking watches on here. These have the rubber the rubber bands. There looks like there's a Disney watch in here, Disney Princess watch. Icaro. There is an expansion. And then you'll also get, there are 3 pocket watches on this particular flat. Again, we have not examined them. So this particular pocket watch is a Babe Ruth themed pocket watch, but it needs repaired.
120 is still the high bid right now.
It still has the tag on it, but it definitely needs to be repaired because that came off. And then you've got an Elite pocket watch. Here's a Caravel Quartz pocket watch. And then this one is a Timex. Timex pocket watch. And then an assortment of the harder band watches. I have not counted the number of watches in this particular lot. Some of you are very good at counting at home. So this is like some type of Fitbit watch.
$120 is still the high bid right now.
And then I'll be ready for the timer. So 1 flat, 2 flat, 3.
3 full flats of watches. 120 is the high bid right now. $25 starting bid. And free shipping here in the U.S. Additional shipping outside of the U.S.
US NA.
Everything is as is. No guarantees and no returns. We tell you everything we can about these. What we got these from a huge Facebook lot that we purchased. We literally filled up the back of the pickup truck. We bought everything in bulk, and the guy's grandma was a jewelry watch hoarder. He even said she bought it was the Queen Elizabeth's brooch,
maybe,
which we may have sold already to the niche lady or somebody else, or we may not have, because he didn't know which one it was, and neither did we.
And she wears a ton of brooches,
and so he just knew that grandma owned Queen Elizabeth's brooch. So this is all from that lot as well, and we have not tested anything at all. You're getting it as is, so bid accordingly, and you got to bid fast. You got to bid furious. You got 1 minute to win it. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Go. So this one is a Geneva watch, like the face of it cracked, so that'll be needs repaired.
120 is still a high bid right now. Gigi Grandma Gale's now at 125. 125 is the high bid. Gigi's in at 125 with about 25 seconds left to go. Two Hearts is in at 130. 15 seconds left. 130 is the high bid right now. 130 is the high bid with about almost 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. 130 is high bid right now. 130 is high bid right now. 137. Jody just came in at 137. 137 is high bid. It is Jody Chance got it at 137. Woo! I can't believe it. What a crazy deal. Jody's got it at 137. Two Hearts is back up bid at 130. Jody, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us a YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount, 137. And you're going to tell George it's the watch slot right there. And then Two Hearts, you can send them back up and say, hey, George, I was backup bidder at 130. You can send all that information right there as well.
All right, one more lot before the free lot.
All right, we got one more lot, and then we're going to have some free lots tonight. You're going to have a chance to win big.
to win big.
But
Oh my
something
goodness.
fun
Bringing over a huge box.
of graphic tee.
Do you guys think my hair is growing back?
This is the next lot are assorted graphic T-shirts.
Do you still think I'm not bald?
Here's SpongeBob Nickelodeon size 2X.
Do you think I'm bald?
Yes.
I definitely got some balding issues.
I'd be
don't I?
lying if I said no.
Definitely.
So there's nothing on the back.
Some balding.
Here's
issues.
an Ohio State shirt, nothing on the back. This is an XL.
All graphic tees. All graphic tees, which are hot.
Here's a Hollister, size medium. And is this Transformer?
That is Voltron. I remember
Voltron.
finding that, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Defender of the Universe.
It's Voltron right there. That's probably some serious cash.
This one is a size 2XL.
That's actually probably some good money.
Here is a Metallica shirt, size large. Adidas, size medium. Schmedium. These shorts got thrown in here. These shorts, these are Nike Dry Fit size large. Here's another pair of shorts that got thrown in here. These are Hawk size 36.
You get graphic tees and shorts, and then you get to win something.
Last lot before the free lot. Here's Cinco de Mayo. Size large. None of
John
these.
says, Jeremy, you're looking jet lagged. Why? Because I've flown back to Florida every week since we were supposed to be
That's
back.
got to be a record for you.
Permanently in Hale's headquarters.
Here's some more shorts. Adidas, size XL.
I might have missed 1 week.
And I'm looking already at tickets to fly back this week to go pay my water
Keep
bill.
in mind, none of this clothes has been laundered. Here is a Hufflepuff sweatshirt. That's on the sleeve. On the left sleeve. Nothing on the right sleeve. This is a Harry Potter Hufflepuff sweatshirt size XL.
I'm Gryffindor, and George is Slytherin. I have that on video.
Am I a good guy or a bad guy? I never watched Harry Potter.
You are in the bad.
I'm one of the bad
He
guys.
who must not be named is
Here
from
is
a
a
Slytherin.
Hollister long sleeve shirt, graphic tee, size large.
All the bad guys are Slytherins.
Here's a Under Armour cutoff shirt,
High bid, from what I can see, is 85 right now.
XL. Here's an Adidas shirt, size large.
Kim's in at 90.
Here is a, ooh, this one still has the tag on it. Here's a Jamaica casual gear, size XL. This one still has the tag.
Jamaica, Mom.
Whoa, look at the tag on that.
I saw 110.
1,405.
Okay, I did not see 110. And it's not focused. Plus tax. At that point, you should not be paying tax.
Jamaica man. So that's the front of the shirt. Nothing on the back.
High bid is 100.
Here is a Abercrombie & Fitch XL long sleeve shirt.
High bid still 100 here
We've got a NASA
on the graphic tee lot.
size small. This is
Dell's
probably a
now in at
small.
110.
Here's a shirt that just screams Merca. Made in America, 2015. This is an XL. Ugh.
I pity the fool.
Here's a Pride Not Hate shirt. Size XL.
That'll be good for 4th of July.
Here's another Hollister long sleeve shirt with a hoodie. Size large. Here's a Legend shirt, Legend 24, size medium. Here's a size medium Whitney Houston
Oh my goodness.
t-shirt. What?
You're not going to believe this. I got to show this. I got to show these guys real quick.
All right.
Guess who's reached out to me now? Lynette's grandson.
Oh, geez.
Here we go.
3X. Here's a Tupac Poetic Justice 2X.
Even tried calling me. This woman has
Here's
screwed
a
everybody over. Has
Good
burned
Vibes Only
every
Disney
bridge in her life.
XL.
This
shirt.
woman, I don't know anyone who likes this person. She literally has burnt every bridge in her life. Like,
Jurassic Park.
it's hard for me to believe.
Size large, and then Jurassic Park's on the side of the sleeve. Here is a Hollister long sleeve shirt, size small. Here is a tank top of a stallion. That's cute. It's got like the little ruffles at the bottom.
Her whole family is coming
Here's a Chicago.
out. This is just crazy.
Peanuts, size small. Jurassic World. Here's a Jurassic World female shirt, size large. This is a big old lot of graphic tees. We're almost done. Here's a Nike El Paso Chihuahuas shirt. This looks like a female shirt. And here is I don't know what that says. What does that say? Obax.
Pam, did you read your Bible where David prayed that God would kill his enemies?
Here's a Nike.
You know,
A
it's
Nike
easy to
Red
say,
Sox.
oh, we got to pray for our enemies. There are different types
Red
of
Sox.
prayers.
Tank top that looks like a female's Red Sox tank top.
And God also used judges. You have an entire book of judges
Shawn Mendes.
based on he used people to do his work and to remove the evilness.
Brooklyn Music Festival, Abercrombie and Fitch X small. All right, a couple more tops in the slot, and then we can put the timer up. Under the Sea. Here's a Little Mermaid.
Under
shirt.
the sea.
Here's a Disney large.
Under the sea. There you see her sitting there across the way.
Here's an X-Men
She
Marvel
don't got a lot
t-shirt.
to say, but there's something about her. Wah, wah, wah.
Size medium.
You don't know why, but you're dying to try. You want to kiss the girl.
All right, last t-shirt before we go into the timer. Here's a U.S. Army This We Will Defend shirt, and this one is a size XL. All right, ready for the timer.
She ain't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You want to kiss the girl. All right, $25 starting bid. Free shipping here in the United States. Additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is. No guarantees and no returns.
And it looks like we are at 140 right now with 2 hearts. Or maybe 130. It looks like we've got a little discrepancy between moderators right now. So that being said, I'm getting messages while I'm trying to do this. So if any messages pop up, you get to see that with the timer as well. 150 is high bid right now with Marcus. I think that Voltron shirt is probably worth, I don't know what it's worth, but I would think it's worth quite a bit. You know what? Let's just do it. Go! That's what I'm saying. Just go. 150 is the high bid right now. 50 seconds left to go. 150 is the high bid right now. Marcus is in at 150 now. 2 hearts came in at 155. 155 right now with 2 hearts. 155 for 2 hearts. Donald, how do you feel about the Old Testament where God told the children of Israel to go in and actually kill their enemies? Do you understand? You can pray for your enemies, but God has a mission for you with your enemies. And it typically isn't stopping that prayer. So in other words, I'm not too thrilled when people go, oh, you're supposed to pray for your enemies. Yeah, you can pray for your enemies, but that doesn't mean that you continue to let them do wrong to people. 5, 4, 3. 175 is high bid right now. 175 is high bid right now. 175 is high bid going once. 175 is high bid going twice. 175, 185. Laura just came in, or 187. Laura Wilk just came in at 187. Got the snipe in. Sold to Laura Wilk, 187. Laura, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount, 187. Tell George it's the graphic T lot right there. What the hell's at yahoo.com. And backup bidder was Marcus tapped out. Who was it? It's 2 hearts. It was 2 hearts at 175. 2 hearts at 175. All right. We've got some free. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. We've got some free items for you here tonight. Let's get us back where we need to be. And Flippin' Adventures did her job and sent me questions. But I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to go completely and totally rogue. And I'm going to go with a different question that isn't even part of the video that she mentioned.
All right. So while Jeremy's thinking of the trivia question, again, we'll have 2 lucky winners.
There's the answer.
We'll have 2 lucky winners. And the free giveaway is free O-Lights. We know how much you guys love O-Lights. So if you're the first person to answer the trivia question correctly, you'll have an option. You'll get dibs on whether you want the Mini Bolt action pen, the O-Light action pen, or you also have the option of the O-Light keychain. The keychain is 90 lumens. And the pen, it doesn't say, but it's a really cute pen. It's a Mini Bolt action pen. Again, so if you're the first to answer the trivia question correctly, you'll get first dibs on whatever you would like, either the pen or the keychain. And Jeremy's got his question ready.
I do.
And I've got the answer ready.
Her grandson right now.
And make sure if you're at home and you really want one of these O-Light giveaways, make sure you refresh, because again, it prevents any lagging. And then you know that we have tons of YouTube glitches.
All right. I have the question.
Yes, Niche Lady, O-Light does make a black light. We used it when we went to a hotel once to see all the grossness in the dark.
I have a question. Flippin' Adventures did her job.
She did. Now she wants to know, can she play this round, since you're asking a question she did not?
Yes, you can play this round. Yes, she can play this round because she didn't provide the question, not even from the video.
Boy.
Beach Babe says that was nasty. So they must be talking about the hotel video that we made.
Saw me do a full tour through the waterworks of Otter Creek.
She said, nah, I'm not going to play.
Feel free. You might get the answer. You never know. So,
Mama Bear, welcome.
You saw me do a full tour through the waterworks of Otter Creek. And many times what you see in my life is what's going on now in my life. And there are much, much bigger things that I've done in my life than Otter Creek. And they were incredible times of my life.
Dramatic.
One of the things I showed was a swimming pool. And that swimming pool, that entire plan actually came from Japan. And so I was in Japan helping establish a Christian camp. And I went to a government pool. And I fell in love with the entire concept because it helped create relationships. And ministry is all about relationships, first and foremost, with your relationship with Jesus Christ. And I went, this isn't a swimming pool. This is a relationship building activity. And so I actually went with the missionaries to the Japanese government and asked for the plans, never thinking they would give them to me. It's communism country.
Yeah.
And they did. They released it all. And I brought it back to my architect and I went, get on to Google Translate. This is what I want.
People are answering, but you haven't even asked the question. They're putting answers in the chat.
Well, I promise you,
they
are not answering the question yet.
Okay.
So that entire pool concept actually came from Japan. I was in Japan, came back, and then built it. So I found it in Japan and then built it. And it was the size of a football field. It was actually a little bit bigger. I like to put Easter eggs in the videos, and I put a 1-second Easter eggs. I'm actually in the pool. Who's in the pool with me? It's in there for 1 second. Everybody always says.
Okay, I actually have my 2 winners already. I didn't think anybody would be able to answer that.
You have winners?
I do.
Who was in the pool with me? It was a 1-second Easter egg.
All right. So as the answers are going in, Wolfgang says, not George. Yeah, we didn't know each other then. There's articles out there that we met back in 2012.
Don't believe the internet. There's a lot of stuff on the internet. Ain't true.
The first person to answer the trivia question correctly that I see on my end is your son, Susan Smith. Congratulations.
It is.
Susan
that is
Smith.
My son, and I put that in there in honor of Father's Day weekend.
Day.
And it was a little Easter egg, and everybody always goes, why are your kids never in your videos with you? Well, Jason had a premiere for 1 second.
Second person to answer the trivia question correctly that I see on my end with your son is Dawn Gibson. Congratulations, Dawn and Susan. Make sure you email me at whatthehales@yahoo.com. Let me know that you were the winner of the O-Light giveaway. That concludes our live and our auction and our Otter Creek update. We usually try and release a pre-recorded video every day at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Jeremy usually likes to end the live off with a song. You know what you're going to sing?
Russ, the sus, the mayor we don't trust. I said Russ, the sus, the mayor we don't trust. Russ, the sus, the mayor we don't trust. The mayor we don't trust.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We want to say a special thank you to everyone that became a member this evening.
Look so good in cuffs. Russ, the
everyone
sus,
that updated their membership this evening.
Russ, the sus, look so good
everyone
in cuffs.
that sent a super chat donation or a super sticker, or anyone that gifted memberships this evening.
Mary, jail's gonna be scary. Mary,
thank you
Mary,
to all of our moderators. We couldn't do it without you.
Jail's gonna be scary. Oh, jail is gonna be scary.
You guys have a good night.
Don,
we love you all.
He be lion. Don the con. He be lion. Don the con. He be lion. He be lion.
Say good night, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
Good night,